Oh my goodness. Could this really be? What happened to my face? Oh my gosh. What happened to me? What? What this? Wow. I should do a glow up more often. Anyway, hello. Oh my gosh, there's so many people here. Hello, everybody. Greetings and salutations. Hope you all are doing well. It has been quite a couple weeks. We have A. Johnson, Yoshi, Tavi, Benji, Noob Dog, I think Tatiana, did I say that already? And Chase and Libra. Oh, hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I am going to mute something real quick, so bear with me. Hopefully it's not too loud on my end. There we go. That should be a little better. And let's bring up the stream because I'm a nerd. There we go. Are we still going? Oh, it's a delight. Duh. Like, what's going on here? There we go. YouTube being a little YouTube-y today. Oh, Bird is here. Yeah, busy in here today. Hi, Bird. And, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, what happened? I saw it last weekend. Oh my goodness, you did? That's right, you did. Isaiah, hello, Isaiah. Logan, yes, hello. Chase, yes, hi. Wow. By the way, before we get started, can you all hear the music, and is it at a good volume? I'm testing out some new playlists that I would like to try out, so if you all can hear the music, please let me know. If not, I can turn it up a little bit. And how are we feeling about it? Just a question, you know? Yeah. Oh, Journey. Hi, Journey. How are you? And Robert Gardner. Hi. And wow. Nice new look. Thank you, Logan. How am I? I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Logan? Yes, Joshi. Hello, Joshi. Oh, voice comes in much clearer. Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Bird. I appreciate you saying that. I'm glad that, that's good feedback, actually. That's wonderful feedback. Haruko, hi. And you can't hear the music, Benji? Oh, okay. I will turn that up in a minute. D-Man. Hi, D-Man. Thank you, Noob Dog. I appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment. The voice is over the music, which is fine. Okay. Well, I can give it a little oomph. Just so it's not like distracting, but also just kind of underneath. So we'll try that. And there we go. That's probably a little better. There we go. Nice. Okay. Oh, music level fine by you. Okay. I will split the difference. There we go. Split the difference. There we go. Much better. Okay. Cameron says, "Hi Samson. Wow, what happened to your face? You look so different." I went to the salon, and I got myself some cuts, and I was able to get some of this off the top, and I was able to get some Botox. No. So, to those of you who are pretty curious, Sarah Cat is the one who made this. Yeah. Oh, Bird's getting some sleepies. Okay, Bird, go get your nappies. Hope you found your adventure successful today. I'll have to hear all about it. Spider, hi Spider, and Magnus, hi Magnus. Luna, hi Luna. What's with the new head, or what's with the head rather? Well, as I started to say, this was made by Sarah Cat Fursuits. She did a absolutely wonderful job. This was a year in the making, and I am more than happy. Like, I would have waited 2 years or 3. Honestly, this is how beautiful this is to me. Like, I commissioned this last year when she was open, and I had just gotten a work bonus, so I was like, hey, what the heck? Might as well. So I think it's about time. And I want to preface, it's not because there was anything wrong with my old head. There's absolutely nothing wrong with my old head. I still love my old head to death, but, you know, one, I thought it was time for a change, and two, my old head had a few things that wasn't really keen on. Like, for example, the vision wasn't that great. the breathability wasn't that great, and it was also very like tight on my face. Like my nose was like right up against the muzzle, and it was not very comfortable after 9-10 hours of suiting. So yeah, probably for the better, you know. I saw Michael. Hi, Michael. Campion. Hi, Campion. And wow, there's a lot of you here tonight. Oh my goodness. Keys. Hi, Keys. And WTV looks cute. Thank you. Thank you very much. Y'all are so lovely. Thank you for your compliments. I appreciate it. Yeah, so if any of you are interested, I can post a link to Sarah's website. She is actually selling some pre-mades right now, so if you want to help her out, she actually just had a procedure done not too long ago. So if any of you want to go and browse her website, maybe, you know, see some of her pre-mades and maybe get some, you know, that would really help her out financially. So if you would like, I will post a link, and we can go from there. Oh, thank you, Yoshi. Hi, how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you, Yoshi. How are you? And Tabby says, I'm glad it was done by FWA. You were marveling at the con. Oh, really? Thank you, Tabby. I appreciate that. Yeah, literally the day before FWA, it showed up randomly. Like, we got the final touches done that previous weekend. So literally, I think the Sunday morning, there were a few things that she had to do, and then she sent me an email with a tracking number like that same afternoon, and it shipped out on Monday. And I was like, okay, well, it may or may not get here by the con. I don't know. It's going to cut it very close. But fortunately, I had a very lovely individual who was willing to intercept if I were to happen to leave for the con before it got here. So we had a whole plan worked out, and at 11 a.m. on Wednesday, while I was at work, I got a notification on my phone, your package has been delivered. And I was like, what? And sure enough, they posted a photo, and it was fursuit head size. I'm like, that can't be it, and it was. So that same day, ran home, picked it up, took it out of the box, and basically put it in the suitcase. This is after I got my old head all like, you know, clean and shiny and nice and beautiful looking, and oh my gosh, like, this is gonna be perfect. Like, it's the cleanest I've ever seen it, and yet here it is. So that's my story. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh, Libra, you watched the FWA video like 3 times now. Aw, well, thank you, Libra. Thank you for the support. And oh my gosh, had she put $10? Thank you. Oh my goodness. Y'all are too generous already. Like, we're only not even 15 minutes in, and you're already, you're doing this. Oh, my face is hot. My face is hot, but it's also blushy. So yeah, thank you. Thank you, had she put. I really appreciate your generosity. That means the world. Oh, I never know what to say except thank you. And you absolutely mean that. That means so much to me. You and Chase, all of you mean the world to me. So thank you for your generosity. FWA, how was it? Says Yoshi. It was, oh my gosh, it was chaotic. It was good. It was, you know, it had all sorts of like ups and downs, and you know, that's a pun for elevators, by the way. Besides the elevators and like the chaos, it was actually a very good con, and it has actually moved up to in my top 5 cons of all time. That was my first FWA that I ever attended this past year, so I'm very glad that I went, and I plan to go in years to come. So I had a wonderful time, a lot of good experiences, met some really cool people that I've been wanting to meet for years and years and years, and like they were there, and I was like, holy crap, what are you doing here? And we'll get into more of that, but yeah, like, holy crap, that was a good con. Luna was asking about ASMR. Yeah, I actually, I'm planning a new ASMR this week, because with doing this and, you know, post-con, all that good stuff, like, oh my gosh, like, it has been chaotic to say the least. I've used that word a number of times now, but hey, I am planning on brand new, yes, thank you, Tabby, yes, FWA equals chaotic fun, but no, No joke. This week I will be filming a new ASMR. And Veronica, hi, donated $5. My gosh, thank you, Veronica. That means so much. And Yoshi with $2. Oh, Yoshi, thank you. Or that's 2 pounds, I should say. I can't do the conversion right now because no thoughts. But yeah, thank you, Yoshi and Veronica and Hatsheput. You guys are, I'm already getting flustered. I'm turning redder than I planned to, so so thank you. Oh my gosh, y'all are so generous. Oh, Michael, you went to the circus 4 days ago. Did you see Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey? How was it? Or was it a different circus? I'm curious because I have seen Ringling Brothers. Actually, I think are they still a thing? I can't remember. One of them is no longer a thing. I can't remember exactly, but those of you circus nerds out there, you can correct me. Logan says, hopefully meet you probably at FC. I have a loose plan for FC next year. I have been invited. So maybe if I can make it out to Cali, who knows? Yes, Tabby, that was my first FWA. You've been going to that one since 2008. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a con I've wanted to go to since I was literally 15 years old. Like, we're talking 2010, 2011-ish. So, yeah. I'm very surprised it was my first one, but I wanted to kind of hit all like Anthrocon, MFF, and all those good ones, like the other ones first, and I certainly did that. So I was like, you know what? This year is that time. So it just felt like the right time, you know? Libra, you said something, but it went off the screen. I apologize. Maybe it's over here still. Okay, so I have the chat over here and over here, and so loved your forest ASMR. Oh, thank you. And Magna says, love when you pet us on ASMR therapy skits. Aw, well, there's plenty of petting to come. Trust me. Like, I love the whole POV shot of like the petting thing. That's one of my favorite things to do. Jordan World Circus. I don't think I've ever heard of that, Michael. Terrace, hello, hi, how are you? Terrace and Journey says, chose TFF next year for a good reason. Be there in April 2025. Can't wait to give you hugs. Oh, yeah, well, I plan to be there. Yeah, TFF is another one that I do not plan to miss again, so. Yes, hi, Benji. I don't know if I said hi to you already. Says, everyone having a good weekend. I am. It was a very nice Friday and Saturday. Yeah, we got to hang out with some friends. I went to see some folks yesterday for a housewarming party, and I went to see a couple friends DJs, so that was a lot of fun. How was your weekend been, Benji? Tatiana, do you have Tubi on your TV? If so, you should check out Mustard Pancakes. Interesting. Never heard of it. But yes, I do have Tubi, yes. Oh, Libra. Libra sends £4.69. I don't know what the conversion is. I'm sorry. Says Bleats. Thank you, Libra. My gosh. You guys are the sweetest. And I keep saying that, but oh my gosh. This is too much. And we're not even half an hour in. You all are so wonderful. Thank you. I'm gonna buy you all like tickets for conventions. That's what this money's gonna go to. I don't know. Yeah, I'm happy too, Tavi. Yes, and it was really good to see you there too. I had a feeling I was going to see you there because aren't you from that area-ish? I figured. Oh, first super on live stream. Okay, yeah, so we got some supers. Thank you, supers, for your unwavering support. Yes, Michael, I know who you are, and I probably did, Yoshi. Yeah, the chat is kind of going like at its own pace, and even with slow mode, it's getting, hard to manage. But I'm reading what I can. So if there's anything that I cannot read, feel free to send it again, and I will try to read it. Anthony Martinez says, hello, Anthony. How are you? I'm kind of going between. I don't know which one to read. Oh, Trip. Hi, Trip. How are you? Yeah. Who wants to see me edit another Samson Stimpy Cat vid? Yes, Trip. So those of you who don't know, Trip, right here in the chat, Trip Wad Dog, was the one who edited the most recent ASMR, the Lost in the Forest video. And by the way, Trip, you did a wonderful job. People seem to love it. I'm still getting comments from that, so thank you for your very hard work and your lovely dedication. So I would love to work with you again in the future, whether that's ASMR or a stream or just any random video. I don't know, but yeah, I would love to have you again. You did a wonderful job. Applause for Trip. Yay. Thank you, Trip. Logan says, oh, I'm sorry. I went off the screen. Hold on. Keep talking about FC. It's just the biggest furry con you've been to in your life. Okay, you had a blast there. We really want to go back there again. That's what I've heard. I've heard it's pretty large, so I'd like to experience it too. And Chase says, something I've been feeling stressed about. Do you think you can lend an ear? It's kind of related to fursuit crushes. Okay, if you feel comfortable enough, Chase, sharing it here, feel free. I will answer what I can. But yes, I would love to lend an ear for you. Oh, Tavi, 2-hour drive. That's not bad at all. Veronica, are you pulling up? It went off the screen. My secondary screen is kind of like if it goes off the screen here, I can just look. Are you pulling up to Midwest Fur Fest? Yes, I will be there this year. Again, it'll be my 3rd year in a row, I think. Let's see, 2021, 2022, 4th actually this year. Wow, I can't believe it's been that long already. Oh, A. Johnson, you're going to Anthrocon this year. Well, I hope to see you there. I would love to meet you. Oh, well, thank you, Isaiah. That means a lot. I love you all too, so much. Like the amount of love and care I have in this heart, it's really hard to get out sometimes. So best I can do is just show my appreciation here in other videos and meet you all in person. And you know, sometimes I wish, like, you know, I've said this before in streams, but like it's getting to the point where I'm realizing that I'm not going to be able to meet every single person that is a supporter. And on one hand, that's like a beautiful thing, but on another hand, it's a sad thing, because I want to meet every single one of you if I could. Like, some of you I got to meet at the con. I got to meet at FWA and MCFC and TFF this year, and it's just been like every single time it's just been a beautiful experience. And that's probably the biggest highlight of every con that I go to, is getting to meet some of you, or you know, any of you really, and just being able to talk to you, hug you, get a picture, and just like, you know, like we speak face to face, you know, together. And those moments I will cherish the rest of my life. Those cannot be replaced. So I really appreciate all of you. Oh, thank you, Isaiah. Yes, squeaky paws. Yes, the squeaky paws are cute. Thank you. You're cute, no trade backs. Oh, are we gonna start this now? We've already started the cute train. Here we go. Yay. Squeaky paws for the win. Yes. Yes, Benji. Yes. Benji, you and I got to do something again at some point. I miss having you on the channel. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Michael. You're okay. I guess I'm a luggage company now. Samsonite. I've been called Samsonite before. It's okay. Yeah, Veronica says, wahoo! Yes! MFF, yay! Here we come. Let's see. Yeah, Chase says, you may have saw that my first request was, and making some GIF arts and stuff, but been scared about. What have you been scared about, Chase? I'm curious. If you don't mind sharing. I mean, mind you, this is a public setting, so just be aware. You know, be aware of what information that you want to share. You know, like appropriately speaking, that is. So, you know, I'm not going to encourage you either way, but yeah, I would love to have my ear bent on that. Oh, Benjamin Owen, hi, how are you? And Whimsy, that is. Oh man, I'm missing people here. So, people who are just joining, hi, sorry if I didn't see your name, my apologies. Let's see. Isaiah says, can't go to FurCons yet. Well, hey, Isaiah, there will be a time where that will happen, you know. It may happen, to the point, well, what am I trying to say? It'll happen when you least expect it. How's that, you know? Let's see. Anthony says, speak in Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Let's see. I'm enchanted. Let's see. Mi encanto Me encanta comido los pollos. Is that good? Journey says, do you have any ASMR videos that are either in development or being worked on? I have ideas, Journey. With this new head, some of my previous projects I had to postpone, I should say. So yes, you could say that there are some in development because there were some that I have in my archive that I need to refilm. So yeah, because we got the new boy. So yeah. Aki says, would love to see some of my favorite fursuiters, FurryCon someday. Surprisingly, never actually been to any FurCons. Going to one would be my first time. Yeah, Aki's, my best advice to you would be to go to a smaller con if you can, and go with friends. Friends or family, because you don't want to be walking around a convention alone, and you certainly don't want to be at a giant convention by yourself, because it's going to get overwhelming. Well, thank you, Michael. Thank you for the nickname. And your birthday's coming up next month. Well, happy early birthday to you. Let's see. Actually, yes, Yoshi, it's funny you say that. I got it right here. So, we're prepared. Chase says, scared some of them may not be around anymore. One of your favorite fursuit crushes, Oz, one of your biggest concerns. Just don't want your gift art to go to waste. Oh, that's sweet, Chase. Have you tried contacting them and sending them your art? You know, the way that you guys send it to me, like that would be an option. Honestly, it just depends, you know. So if you're really worried about one of your favorite fursuiters, like either retiring or like not going to cons or whatever the case may be, best course of action if you want to show them some gift art would be to see how you can contact them. Hopefully that is possible. You know, just the way that I have my business inquiry email, you can do the same hopefully for them. So I would do some fishing and see what you can find. Maybe you can send them your art. Oh, the silent but cute squeaks are are precious. There's a squeak right there. Trying to do silent, like the silent Oh my gosh, Shasta! Hi, Shasta. I don't know if I said hi already. Oh, okay. Shadow Saberwolf told me about you. Just recently started ASMR myself. Your suit is cute. Well, thank you, Shasta. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the $5. Oh my goodness. The kindness just dripping from the stream is just, my heart is like this big right now. It's like going all the way across my diaphragm here because like, you all are too much. I can't, but thank you, Shasta, for the $5. You're so sweet. Thank you. All of you are so sweet. Oh, okay. Bye, Benji. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you always being here, and I'll see you very soon. Wink, wink. Mega says, oh no, which one's the real Samson? The plushie in the back or the one in the front? Must be the clone. You know, it's funny you say that because we have that boy back there. We have this one. We have 1.0 up there, and then we have 2.0 in the closet. So there are currently 4 Samsons in this house, which is funny to think about. So, wow, that's a lot of kitty fox. Campion says, how are you so cute? Because of you, Campion. I got that green bunny energy flowing through me. Every time I see you, it's just like, boom, energy, cuteness. Oh my gosh, where did that come from? Oh, well, I guess I'm this now. It's just that you just exude that cuteness, Campion. And then you transfer it onto me. That's how that works. Chase says, don't have any social media. Can't really figure out how to send gifts. It went off the screen, sorry. Hope you're not too late. I don't think you are, Chase. There's always a way. Like, you know, even if you don't have the, modern day resources, there are plenty of ways that you can do this. So, I would ask for help, definitely. And, just, do some digging, whatever you can, just to see if you can find something that connects you to them. So, I don't think you're too late at this point. As Green Day would say, you're never too late. Oh, sorry, Yoshi. Yeah, the boa is still MIA currently, so, but I do have the duster, so my mistake. Oh, thank you, Shadow. Hi, Shadow. Thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate it. We've done the Kibi glow up, and the glow up is here, so yay! Ah, feel like a new boy. Cameron Young. Oh, hi, Cameron. How are you? Thank you for the hearts. Here's one back for you, or I could just turn my paws over like that, and we get hearts. Yay, hearts. The plural of Samson is Sammy's? Sure. I'm like, it's like the mini sandwiches. I'm just like, you know, a big red kitty fox sandwich, red velvet. I don't know. It sounds corny, but you know, that's another sandwich joke. Sammy's, yes. You try to be cute in your videos, Shasta? Well, I'm sure you are. And based on your profile picture, you look adorable. I love your suit. Yeah, that's a really nice design. Yep, Green Bunny energy. There it is. Campion, I cannot wait to see you this coming weekend. By the way, to any of you who are attending Anthro Ohio, that will be happening in Columbus, Ohio, this coming weekend. So I will be there Friday and Saturday. I'll be only staying one night because I have a family function on Sundays that I need to drive back for. But I will be there from Friday night to Saturday, probably the same night. Saturday night, that is. And yeah, so if any of you are going to AO, Anthro, Ohio, feel free to come up and say hi if you see me. Cameron, hi Cameron, says, want to be able to go to a FurCon someday, but right now, because of the way things are, can't. That's fair, Cameron, you know? You definitely don't want to force yourself to go to a con. Like, cons, in general, they can be stressful, they can be hectic, they can be a lot of work and a lot of dedication, honestly. I've been to many, yes, but it's because I've been to many that, you know, I'm able to kind of see what's coming as far as like what to expect. But if your current situation does not allow you to go to a furry con, you know, by all means, the time will come. It is much better to wait than to force yourself, especially in a financial situation. You do not want to overextend yourself or overspend yourself, financially speaking, when it comes to going to a furry con, you know. Definitely not worth it. It's not worth going into debt to go to a convention. Tatiana, I know you'd be able to lend an ear for all of us. It's better than other experience. Had one ASMR YouTuber tried to vent to say they removed my comment saying, let's not make this about you. Oh, goodness. That's a little harsh. Yeah, Tatiana, like, I'm willing to help out any way that I can, you know? Like, that's honestly what this whole channel is about and what this community is about. We're here to help each other, you know? It just depends on the situation. Like, if you're, you know, if one is to, you know, post a bunch of sensitive information on a public setting, that would be considered problematic, right? Like, you don't want to be sending out all of your sensitive information or stories or anything too much to the public because you do not want that to be used against you. However, you also want to be available, and people can be there to help you when you need it, and that's why we're here, and I'm willing to help any way that I can. Love you too, Michael. Thank you. Here's hugs for you. More hearts. Yes, have more hearts for all of you. There we go. Squeaky hearts. Shasta says, I'm blushing. One must be cursed with cuteness. Well, I think it's just natural. I think cuteness is like hereditary, right? Which is something I do not have. I mean, I'm not even cute in the slightest, so I don't know what you're talking about, but, you know, I cannot fully understand that. But you do have cuteness, just by genetics. Chase says, thanks. Hopefully at some point I can find Oz, get a hug photo, and give him gift arts and all that. Speaking of which, I know I plan to attend A&E for your Christmas wish. Really? Well, that'd be cool. Yeah, A&E, that's a con that I definitely want to check out at some point. I've wanted to go like the past couple years, but due to schedule clashes, I haven't been able to. But yeah, I would love to check out A&E as well. And I really hope you get your Christmas wish, Chase. You definitely deserve it. Tara says, I was a furry for 10 years before you got your first one. Eventually you'll get the chance to go to one. Yes, exactly. I was also a furry for about 10 years before I went to my first con. My first con was in 2021, so if you can believe that. I know it seems like, oh, Samson's been in the fandom for like 12 years. He surely knows something about conventions. To be honest, I waited. I waited until, you know, I waited until I grew up. I went to college and graduated. I got jobs and like saved money, and I was still living in a home, and I had to wait till I had to move out to attend a furry con. And that's not necessarily because of my living situation. Like, I could probably go to conventions at my previous living situation with family, but it just worked out better to move out and to be able to go to furry cons from there. So it just depends on the circumstance, It really depends. What I'm trying to say is that whatever works for you. Yes, Yoshi, I know I will too. I definitely have to clean out that closet back there, trust me. Between all the conventions and fur meets and this and that, I really have to clean out the fursuit closet. Oh my gosh. If you guys saw it, you'd be like, oh my gosh, there's so much fur and fluff and so many outfits, and just gives me anxiety looking at it. Michael says, you know what? I'm gonna have a red and blue food and drinks birthday. Oh, okay. You're gonna play pool too. That's what you're gonna do. Oh, that's good. That sounds really fun. Yeah. Do you mean like pool, like billiards, or do you mean like swimming pool? Question mark. Campion. I'm not beating the cute allegations. I don't know what you're talking about with these allegations. I have any inkling of an idea what you mean by cuteness. I've never heard of the word. I've actually never even heard of the definition before. What kind of cute is there? All of you. Certainly not here. You. All of you. Cute. Oh, Keys, yes. I also love the amount of cute in this fandom. The amount of cute in this fandom is unfathomable. like I've never seen so much cute in my life. It just makes all the dopamine and serotonin just like, and like, That was one of the things I really loved about FWA was the overload of fursuits. Like, the amount of fursuits that I saw in the main area there, oh my gosh, so many. I could not believe it. My brain was very happy that whole time. Let's see here. Journey says, Mom was not into furries after I went to conventions. Used trial and error to get her to realize that I love making friends with those inside fursuits. Yeah, that's the thing, Journey. I was actually talking to someone recently about family getting involved in the furry fandom. And some people are like, yeah, I kind of live a double life. Like, I don't really tell my parents about it or my family or anything. And, like, that's totally fine. As long as you're not manipulating or lying, then by all means, if it's better that way, then it's better that way. But there is a very good chance that you can show them and present to them in a way that's like, hey, this is actually a very fun thing that I enjoy. It's a hobby. It's something I like to do. It's no different than being a sports nut or like a Star Wars fan or like a Potterhead. It doesn't really matter. All it is just dressing up as a big fluffy animal. There's really no difference other than the fact that we are making our own creativity and characters. Like, that's the big difference that separates furry fandom from the rest of the subcultures, is it starts in here and in here instead of a medium or some other form of media outlet. So if you say it like that, they may be intrigued. Like, that's very astute. Let's go check it out. Yes, Tatiana. Yes, I do know about Tilt Longtail. Yes. Unfortunately, never got to meet him, like, in person. I might someday, hopefully. But yeah, I do know about Tilt Longtail. Yes, I've watched him for many years. Oh, billiards. Okay. That's what you mean by pool. Gotcha. Man, I haven't played pool in forever. Wow. My game is probably a little cracked, but I guess we'll find out someday. See how rusty I've gotten. And that's not just because of my color. It's all red, but, I gotta get my arm back, like my one-shot arm of just, like, sink all the balls at once. Someone says also cute in denial. Well, I beg to differ. I was never cute to begin with. So there you are. How can you argue with that? Oh, Cameron, yes, the elevators at FWA were insane. I've taken the stairs probably more times at this convention than I ever have at any other convention. Thankfully, we were on the 5th floor, so the stairs weren't that bad. But when you had to walk up in fursuit, ugh, even 5 floors, that sucked. Like, I do not recommend it. But, you know, I was in the main hotel, I was in the Marriott Marquis, which I heard that the Hilton, the neighboring hotel, the elevators were a lot worse. So I can't complain too much because I'll take the Marriott elevators over like the Hilton any day. Shasta, do you get recognized at cons a lot? I'm getting bigger in my YouTube career, and I'm a bit worried how House Mothers. If I were House Mothered, I maybe if you get 1,000 subs. You know, it just depends, Shasta. I would say I average like a handful of people every convention that I go to, which really doesn't make it that overwhelming. Like, aside from friends that I know, like, someone will come up to me randomly and just be like, oh my gosh, you're Samson. I'm like, yeah, and then we'll take a picture or whatever, but I don't know if smothering is the right word. It's more of an honor these days. It depends on how you control it and how you react to it, you know? I don't think, I mean, if you want to consider it smothering, then you'll probably feel smothered. But if you consider it an adventure and a way to meet people and to really appreciate their presence, then it makes all the difference. Do I go to furry conventions elsewhere? Yes, I do. The furthest convention I've been to is probably Megaplex in Orlando, Florida. Like I said, I mentioned FC, so hopefully I can make it out to California next year, so we'll see. But eventually, I would like to go abroad. I would love to go to Eurofurence. That is at this point, my ultimate convention to go to. Like, it was Anthrocon, and then when I first went, it was amazing, my first year. And now it's like, oh, now I need to go to Eurofurence and Confuzzled and, like, Nordic FuzzCon and all these other, you know, across the pond cons that I'm very excited to go to. So yes, I would love to travel abroad going forward, hopefully within the next couple years. We'll see. Campion says Tilt is an awesome energetic dude. He was super nice to me, and sad to hear he stopped going to cons. Yeah, I was sad too, but you know, I've chatted with him before. We've had some conversations. Like, for example, there was a time when I was kind of like on the outs from the fandom a little bit, and he actually contacted me through Fur Affinity directly, and we had a nice conversation, and like, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget what he said to me, and like, that meant a lot. Pretty sure the PMs don't exist anymore because that was years ago, but yeah, like, from my time talking to Tilt, like, it was honestly just like a huge honor, and hopefully one day I'll get to run into him, whether that's a fur meet or if he decides to go to a convention someday again, then I would love to meet him and just tell him how much he means. But you know what? Until that day comes, you know, we love him and we wish him the best. Yep, Yoshi, I shall keep my eyes open. Tatiana, with the amount of kindness with the donations, I can imagine what your heart sounds like as it beats with appreciation. You probably can't hear. I don't know. This is not a stethoscope. This is it's a USB mic that, as a matter of fact, sorry about your ears, by the way, records all of my ASMRs. So can't knock it too hard, but maybe I'll do like a sound effect ASMR sometime. Actually, I did that already. Yeah, the doctor videos, I put heartbeat sounds in there, so. Oh, okay, that's alright, Shasta. You know, you're welcome. Oh, we missed one. Oh, thank you, Cameron. Yeah, thank you. You know, the amount of kindness that has been shown to me over the years, over these many years, like, it's only my place to give back and try to give back as much as possible. So thank you for saying that. And you all have been so kind to me over the years and still continue to do so, like right here in chat. Like, oh my gosh, like the amount of love that you're showing, like with the donations alone and with just the nice words. Like, the least I can do is what I can to give back. So thank you. Akiz, yeah, I would love to go to Confuzzled as well. Yes. Wow. Libra and their partner Thunder, who Libra is in the chat. Libra, you've been to Confuzzled, right? Or am I wrong? I can't remember if you told me that you did. But yeah, they are from the lovely land of the UK. So I would love to one day go over there, not only to be a nerd because I love the Beatles, if you couldn't tell. I'd be a total nerd, like going to Liverpool and London and all that stuff, but like, and then go to Confuzzled. That would be like the ultimate like trip besides Eurofriends. But yeah. Oh, Logan, you started to like furries when you saw Beastars. That makes sense. That's like a direct path, you know. I've seen very little of Beastars, but honestly, Legoshi, yes. Oh, welcome back, Joshy. How's your night going? Yoshi, my cat has teleported the couch. Yeah, he's being a good boy. Archie. Hi. Hi, Archie. Hello. Pet, pet, pet. He's been a lazy boy all day long. Like, he and I have been chilling. We've been getting stuff ready, and I had a meeting today, and I had a couple of things to write and all that, and we've just been, like, eating, writing, preparing for the stream, and, like, doing social media stuff and all that, and we've just been, like, you know, looking at each other like, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, I'm talking to you. How you doing? He's doing good. He's doing good. He's a good cat. He's a top cat. That one over there. Probably the worst accent I've ever done. Oh, Michael, you're going to Anthrocon. Awesome. I will see you there. I will be there as well. Oh, Libra. Okay, London Furs. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, so not Confuzzled. But hey, one day, right? Because I know you guys have talked about it. You know what would be great, Libra? If I could come over to the UK, we could all go to Confuzzled together. That'd be pretty amazing. Chase says, you want to fight your agoraphobia big time, be able to go to A&E. It held you back for so long. Oh, yeah, and hope you can meet you there, too, if you plan to go. And make a gift. Oh, thank you, Chase. I will gladly accept. Thank you so much for the sentiment. But, yeah, I might actually try to tackle A&E next year. I don't know. Can't remember when it is. Somebody help me. When is A&E again? Because I completely blanked. So I might try FC next year, and A&E is like my two new cons to experience. So we'll see. Let's see. Shadow says, saw your FWA video, and I see Living Tombstone was there, and the whole crowd was singing the 5 Nights at Freddy's song. Yes, thank you, Shadow, for bringing that up. Yes, everybody who has not seen the FWA video, Living Tombstone, the Living Tombstone, was at FWA this year, and they absolutely killed it. Like, wow, like what a huge honor. And to those of you who don't know, Living Tombstone is the one who did the song 5 Nights at Freddy's. That's them. Oh gosh, that room was so packed out, it was not even funny. We were right in the middle, so we had a pretty good view, but like the amount of people just around us, like all the way around and in the front and sides, it was just insane. But I'm so just blessed to be able to see them in person. But holy crap, like Living Tombstone at FWA, at a furry con no less. Wow, what a vibe. Oh, I will never forget that. Oh, Cameron, you've been in the fandom for 16 years. My goodness. Wow, you have quite the tenure. Almost double tenure at this point. Keith says, still remember... Oh, went off the screen. Remember the times back when I was a new furry in 2019, 2020. Preteen, early teen years back then. Did kind of cringe things. How young and innocent. Hey, listen. We're all cringy, okay? If you're a furry, you have some cringe in you somewhere. So, but you want us to preach to the choir, Keys? I can tell you some stories that will make you just like grit your teeth and cringe. Like, I really did that, and yes, we were all cringy. We're all young and cringy. Let's be honest. Yes, Libra, I would love that. You know, the fact that you and Thunder are coming to visit here very soon, I would love to like plan a whole freaking trip just to like go to Confuzzled and just see you guys and like just that would be an amazing time. Oh yeah, Yoshi, you're also in the UK. That's right. Yeah. Hence the pounds, you know. See, I know my currencies. I'm no thought, but I know the symbol. Yeah. Isaiah says, Archie is the name of your dog, and you have another dog named Lenny. Oh, cute. You know what's funny? He was actually named after a dog, believe it or not. So, bit of a story for you. Back when I was in college, I was still living at home, and one of the things that I would do is I would watch movies with my dad. My dad is the biggest reason why I love so many movie classics. Like, we're talking, Big Lebowski, Raising Arizona, Pulp Fiction, No Country for Old Men, like Shaun of the Dead, like those types of movies, right? And one of the movies that we watched together was called Summer Rental. It's a very like under the radar, underrated John Candy movie when he was still around. I think this was right before Planes, Trains, and Automobiles came out, and he was playing a dad who was taking his family of 4 on vacation, and they are just having the absolute worst, disastrous time of all on this vacation. It makes National Lampoon like run for their money. Like, this is an underrated John Candy movie, but honestly, holy crap! Like, and it's a really good movie, underrated. And their dog in the movie was named Archie, and that's how he got his name, because he was born right around the same time that we watched that movie. So my dad's like, you should name him Archie. And I was like, huh, Archie. I like that name. There is a scene in the movie where John Candy looks at the dog and says, Archie, you stink. And I'm just like, so occasionally I'll just look at him and go, Archie, you stink. See? Doesn't even care. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh, Retro. Hi, Retro. Says, I'm cringe. Hey, me too. Pound it. Turkey. There. Okay, Journey, you're going to head out now. You have to get ready for something. Can you give hugs before I leave? Absolutely, Journey. Here you go. Here's a hug for you. Hope you have a great night. Thank you for stopping in, as always. Joshy says, I'm good. Now we both have our own cat buddies. Oh, yeah. Since your family... You own a kitten now. Oh, yay. And... Oh, Daniel. Hello, old friend. How are you doing? I'm sorry, your comment went off the screen, but hope you're doing well. My goodness, it's good to hear from you. I'm going to click on something real quick that I forgot. Oh, okay. Oh! Well, thank you, Daniel. I had to scroll back up and read your comment real quick because I was not missing that. But, oh my gosh, it's so good to hear from you. And yes, I miss those times too, and I hope you're doing well. I'm definitely, like, things have been up and down, There's been good times and bad, but that's life, hey. But we're here now, and we're having a great time. But I'm so grateful to hear from you, to you. Yeah, King Golden, I will be at Anthrocon too. I can't wait to meet you as well. A nice new fursuit model. Okay, yeah, that's your golden retriever, right? Archie Lore, yes, Libra. Archie Lore. Man, I'm getting confused with the two chat screens here. Oh, Keys, yeah. Deleted all of your furry comments on old videos. Oh. You know what's funny is I will occasionally go back to like a really old video that like I love to death and that I love to watch back in the day, and I'll see that I commented sometimes not only on just like furry videos, but I'll see like Samson the Cat Fox comment 6 years ago, and I'll read it. I'll just go, oh, why did I say that? Oh gosh, that killed me. Like, I really want to delete that, but it's part of internet history. I can't do that. Ooh, yeah, Logan. Did I meet a Legoshi furry besides you at FWA? So not at FWA, Logan, but at TFF I did. Probably the best Legoshi suit I ever saw was at TFF, and it's actually in the video if you want to go check it out, But yeah, Logan, it was wonderful to meet you, Let's see. Logan, am I getting the person right? Were you the one who I met down the stairs? I just want to clear that up real quick, because I know usernames can be different, so my apologies if that's not the case. I just realized, like, wait, was that the same person? So, bear with me. I'm trying to connect two and two together. Oh, okay. Isaiah, your mom is like that with your dog Archie as well. Yes. I don't know why. You know, cats have a certain panache about their character. You know, if that's the way to put it. But yeah, like, he's got some issues. Like, he's not sick or anything, but sometimes when he gets nervous, let's just say that he lets you know that he's nervous. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah. Yeah. And moving on. So, hey, how's it going? King, sorry. Yeah, my new fursuit model. Yes, this is brand new. Yeah, to those of you who are just joining, or have just joined, this was made by the very lovely and talented Sarah Cat Fursuits. She is a lovely individual. I got to meet her officially at TFF this year. This took about a year, just the head. So she just did the head. Everything else is the same, but the head is brand new. So she was wonderful to work with. She was very communicative, however you say that word. And if you all want to go check her out, check out her socials and stuff. It is Sarah Cat Fursuits. You can also check out sarahcatfursuits.com. I can post a link if you like me to. She does have some pre-mades on sale, so any of you who are looking for a pre-made fursuit, she could really use the financial support because she did have some medical procedures done recently, and she could really use some financial support right now. So feel free to go check that out. Plug for Sarah. We love Sarah. Let's see. Oh, okay, Logan. Sorry. Yeah, I got you confused with somebody else. My apologies. But yeah, I would love to meet you in person. Absolutely. Using that fursuit with stone claw paws. Well, I mean, the claws are, I believe they're resin? Or they're plastic. I don't know. But yeah, these are the clicky claws. That's why I got them. And also, the squeakers are extra. Oh, okay, Yoshi, you gotta go. Have a great rest of your day as well, and stay safe. Thank you for always being here. I appreciate you. And, you know, I bid you a lovely farewell, Yoshi. Thank you for being here. Oh, we have a... I'm sorry, A. Johnson, I'm not really understanding your comment there. Something about duck and... water, maybe? I apologize. I'm not understanding your message. Daniel, Ohio is part of above, technically. Also, congrats on Samson 2.0. Rose eyes are no moon. Well, they're good for looking. Stare deep in the soul of the many. You know, it's funny. Sarah did send me a pair of eyelids, which if you want me to, I can go put them on. But yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out. And I was a little concerned, like, oh my gosh, are the eyes going to be too big? But no, it's like super toony, which is what I was looking for. Like, this is like the style for Samson. Oh my gosh, it's like the perfect style for Samson. King says, by next year and New Year after, I'll find a fursuit maker to make you a golden retriever. Yeah, you were talking about that, King. How are your leads going by the way? Are you finding any makers that you're liking the company of or enjoying the work of? Are there any that you're looking to right now? Oh, Tatiana, any thoughts on YouTube horror stories? Watch tons of them, especially school lockdowns. Tatiana, I was literally listening to Whisper Diaries before this, and my all-time favorite true YouTube horror story reader is Mr. Nightmare. I love that man. I've loved him for many years. I listened to Bivusta, I listened to Whisper Diaries, Mr. Nightmare, who else? Chilling Scares, that's another one. Unit 432, I think his name is. And yeah, there's a variety of YouTube scary content creators, like true story readers, I should say, that I love them to death. As a matter of fact, I was just listening to one right before the stream as I was suiting up, so believe it or not, you got me. Red Pod. I love him to death. Oh, Chomp's here. Hi, Chomp. How are you? We're buffering, apparently. Shadow says, you got cuter with the new look. Well, no, you, Shadow. You've always been a lot cuter than me. No matter how many times I change my look, you're always going to be the cutest wolf. But thank you. Ah, yes, Libra. Clicky claws are, in fact, dangerous for ASMR, is what I would say, so. Dangerous. I'll make sure I don't scratch you. That's danger. JZ Gamer, hi! Hello, how are you? :3, right back to you. There you go. Something about Sailor Moon at Keys. Cast spoof in the mind a long time. Spoof is based off of the original Japanese version, media English dub. Yeah, if you want to at Keys, go for it. Feel free. We love creativity. Retro says, I wonder if you're going to use the new head for ASMR or the old one, because the old one is cozy and the new one is very cartoony. You know, Retro, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not retiring the old head, okay? So I want to be clear. Like I said before, I got this because of some, maintenance. Like, I definitely wanted better vision and breathability and something a little bit more, like, true to my Fursona's form, which this definitely is. But honestly, 2.0 will always have a place in my heart. I will still be using him for videos. I will still take him to conventions. And, like, at this point, I have, like, a whole second Samson fursuit now that I have this. Like, I have my old bodysuit and like my pairs of old paws and stuff that I could just build another Samson basically. So if somebody wanted to wear Samson 2.0 at a convention, then definitely. But yes, you will be seeing both this and previous Samson in ASMRs and other videos going forward. Well, thank you, Cameron. I really appreciate that. Joshy says, new kitten's name is Jade, and she's actually an adopted kitten we found in the backyard of your house. Really? And you took her in and helped her. She was sick and abandoned. Oh, that's so sweet, Joshy. That's so kind of you to be able to help them out like that. Like, that poor little thing just needed a home, and you were able to provide that. So, I'm very proud of you. Jade is a very nice name for a cat, by the way. Very cute. Oh, okay, Chase. January 16th to the 19th for A&E. Okay, I will think about that. That leads me to wonder, when is FC? Because FC is also in January, isn't it? Huh. I'll have to do some, got to do a little bit of, typography to, I don't know if that's the right word, but I gotta map this out in my brain to see what I can do. Indigo Park, the most adorable raccoon called Rambly. I've never heard of that, Libra. Think you could send me a link? I like raccoons. Oh, Tatiana, you heard of Mr. Nightmare before? His stories are pretty scary. Yes, they are. What's even more scary is creepy riddles. One time I watched a whole ton of creepy riddles and felt a chill down my spine all day. Yeah, riddles are one of those things that not only is it creepy, but it makes you think. And that's not very good for, like, the fear of the unknown, Oh, JZ Gamer, how are you doing? I'm doing great. How about yourself? I think I already asked you that, but hope you're doing well today. Thank you for stopping in. It's good to see you. Yes, absolutely, Retro. Yes, never forget about the old things. Never forget about the things that make you. I've said it many times on this channel, the Latin phrase Sic Parvis Magna. Greatness from small beginnings. You may have had a beginning, but that does not mean that you forget the past, So that fursuit head made my career on here. So honestly, I will never, ever, ever get rid of him. He is, like, he's always going to be the OG. I mean, 1.0 is like the true OG, but like 2.0 is like the one who laid the foundation, 2 Sammy heads on stream. That would be funny, Libra. I guess I would have to start interviewing some of my friends and see who would be doing the best impersonation of me. And then you can vote on who's the better Samson. It's a really good idea for like an April Fool's stream. That'd be funny. Oh, pardon me. Haven't found a fursuit maker yet. Well, King, the right one will come to you. It will call to you, and you will be like, wow, this is, like, perfect. That's how this happened. That's how Sarah came along, and I was like, that's my maker right there. You're hired. It just so happened. Like, I found her from a random YouTube video of all things. I didn't even find her through the fandom. I found her from a super mega video of all places. So, like, honestly, it just depends on where you find it, you know, or it finds you. Oh, Daniel says, you got to do the Spider-Man pointing at each other meme. Samson 3.0 rolls down the window and of his Humvee at your place. Oh my gosh, just the, like, hey, you're me, but I'm you, but I'm not. What's going on here? What? Just like, you know, whoever's going to be Samson 2.0, it might be me, you never know, who is the real Samson. Or if I could somehow make 1.0 into a suit again, then I would, like, totally just have 3 Samsons. And then the plushie. Maybe the plushie's the real Samson. We may never know. Ooh, we got some Samson lore. Get excited. But hey, that's just a theory. Anyway. Oh, she's also very small. Yeah, Joshy, she's a kitty. She's a kitten. We love the small babies. We'll never forget them. We'll never forget them as they were little, you know. Jade was part of the kitten distribution system. Oh, really? So is that like a Humane Society thing, or is that like is that a thing that a community does? Because my aunt, rest her soul, she used to get all kinds of kittens, like, back on her farm, and she would kind of do that. She'd, like, take them around to houses and to the Humane Society and to people who might want a cat. So, yeah, you could say that she was the distributor. As a matter of fact, that's where Archie's mom came from, was my aunt's farm. Oh, okay, Cameron, you're going to go. I'll talk to you again later, next chat. Yes, Cameron, thank you for being here. Love you much. Thank you for being here and for supporting as always. Hope you have a wonderful night. Oh, May Calico. Hi, how are you? It says you have a new suit and a new voice came along with it. Does my voice really sound that different? I'm curious. Maybe that just makes the ASMR sound better. I don't know. But yeah, this right here, definitely a lot more open than the last one. My last muzzle was a lot bigger and a lot more, like, stuffed, so the fact that you can hear me better is, like, tremendous. So hey, you know, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe some people prefer the other one. I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. Aki says, here's the cast. Baloo as Usagi. Oh, okay. Gadget, Hack Wrench as Arnie Mizuno / Sailor Mercury. Colleen from Road Rovers as Rei Hino / Sailor Mars. Oh, that's an interesting lineup of cast. Huh. I would love to see that parody. Tatiana, what can really send chills down my spine is scary mystery solving videos. Haven't found any yet. So do you mean like sort of documentary style videos where they're like the top 10 most like unsolved mysteries of the time or something like that? I'm curious, because I've seen plenty of those types of videos, trust me. Logan says, doesn't matter if it's cartoony, what matters is he's happy about what he's comfortable with. Well, thank you, Logan. I am glad that you all love the suit. As a matter of fact, it's been kind of interesting to see the reaction. And you know what? You're going to get this no matter what. But, like, seeing the reaction of others, like, oh, I prefer the old head, or like, oh my gosh, this is like the greatest thing ever. And it's like, it's been kind of mixed, to be honest. But you know what? Here he is, and I'm happy with it. So I hope I can still continue to entertain all of you, no matter what. Aw, Chase, yeah, I want to meet you too. If you get the biggest hug ever from you. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. Oh, there it goes. Feel like another person that deeply understands me like mom and feel really grateful for that. Well, Chase, I will give you the biggest hug ever when the time comes that we meet. I would love to. Like, one day, when you're ready, when I'm ready, we're both at the same convention or a fur meet or whatever the case may be, you will get a hug from me. And I will be sure to let you know exactly what I've been thinking. And that is, thank you for being you. And always continue to be yourself. Someone just popped in the chat. I can't read their name. But hi! Let's see. Joshy says, listen to Mr. Nightmare videos before as a kid, and let's just say you'd have to sleep with one eye open. Yeah, they are pretty scary, Joshy, yeah. I've loved Mr. Nightmare for oh gosh, since probably high school. It's been a long time. But yeah, man, that man can read a story. Daniel says, plot twist, Matthew wearing Samsung 1.0 refurbished. Putting the head back on is like, I always come back. I always come back. Click. I'm sure he's very angry about that because I've compared him, I'm pointing at him, but you can't see him, but I've compared him to like a FNAF character before. Somebody once told me that Samsung 1.0 looks like Bonnie's like scrapped cousin. Like this, like an animatronic that didn't really work out for the lineup, and he just kind of got left in the back room. And I'm like, you know what? Sounds about right. But I still love 1.0. He'll always have a place in my heart. He's what started this whole thing, like truly. And like shout out to Tails again for those many years ago of making it for free. So I love you, Samsung 1.0. Mwah. Oh, Tony says, to everyone in the chat, y'all are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. Absolutely, Tony. And that goes for you as well. Keep being yourself and keep doing exactly what you do the way that you can, because only you can do it the way that you can. Oh, yeah, Tony, speaking of your comments, Principal Prickly, yeah, from Recess. He passed away. That's right. I can't remember his name. Oh, I just saw his name somewhere in an article, but yeah, the voice of the principal from Recess passed away. Definitely a very talented character actor. Like, he's always played those types of roles in different movies and TV shows, but yes, he will be missed quite a bit. I remember watching Recess after school, believe it or not, and liking it very much. So yeah, I will never forget those simpler times. So thank you, Principal Prickly, for bringing my childhood to life. Aw, well, happy birthday to your uncle as well, Michael. Aki says Molly Cunningham as Chibiusa, Tsukino, Sailor Chibi Moon, Luna as herself, Artemis as himself, Diana as herself, Robin Hood from Disney's Robin Hood as Haruka Tenno / Sailor Uranus. Yeah. Wow. Another lineup. I wonder if there's art of this somewhere. I know you said, Akiz, it's your your parody, but yeah, I would love to see art of this. That'd be kind of cool. King says, want to meet you at Anthrocon. Don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe next year. I promise that I will show you my drawing that I did in my sketchbook. I would love to see that, King. I would love to see what you have drawn. Yes, and I would absolutely love to meet you as well. Hopefully this year, but if not, I will also be there next year. So you have plenty of chances. I plan to go to Anthrocon for, gosh, I don't know how many years going forward. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I love that convention. It is probably my favorite one of all time going forward. Oh, Joshy, you're going to go? Okay, have a great night. Thank you for being here as always. Mwah. You're lovely and keep being you. Can't wait to see you. Joshy, I don't know if you'll hear this, but are you planning on MFF again this year? Curious? Because if you are, I'd like to see you again. Oh, Retro, what are your plans for future ASMRs? Well, the one that I'm going to do next is going to be very low-key, like a chill, like sweet vibe. Not really sure how to describe it. Let's just say it's going to be like a nice little intro to kind of introducing 3.0 into the ASMR world. So all I have to say is get comfortable, get ready, because you're going to get sleepy. Aw, love to you too, Shadow. Here's a heart for you. Yes, thank you, Tony. Darby Coleman. Yes, that's who that was. Man, it's been, like, looking back, it's been, wow, probably like 10 years since I've seen an episode of Recess in general. Like, holy crap, it's been a long time. Aw, Chase. Hey, it's good to cry and get it out, you know? Make sure to go to A&E. According to what Logan said about FC, apparently the cons are at the same time. Oh, interesting. Well, it's a toss-up, I guess. I guess we'll have to see, excuse me. I guess I'll have to see which one works out better, I guess. A&E is a little more likely only because it's closer to me, but if I get an offer from FC, like someone who invited me to go, like to be one of their roomies, if that offer stands to reason as something that I can work out financially, then I'll probably go with that one. But A&E only because it is closer, so I guess we'll find out. Tatiana, currently playing Danganronpa. I've heard of that. Don't know how to pronounce it, though. If you don't know what it is, it's a game about students trapped in a killing game. Oh dear, there are 3 games and playing the second one. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've seen some YouTubers play it too, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that an older-ish game? Like, maybe like 10 years old? I couldn't tell you. Oh, Daniel, get a peace out, Sam. Have a good Sunday and start of the week. You know where to find me if you need me. Most importantly, you know where to find him and care for you. Oh, for real. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Here's a hug for you. And yes to all of that, absolutely. As a matter of fact, Daniel, I had a great reminder this morning during service, and it was, yeah, just a very humbling sermon, if I do say so myself. So thank you for that reminder. I really appreciate it. And well week to you as well. Love you much. Thank you for stopping in. Yes, you did, King. You did show the drawing that you did for Spectre. That's right. Yeah, we still here. We still remember Spectre the Wolf fondly. We will never forget him. Can't believe it's, wow, like going on almost a year since he's been gone. And I can't, just saying that alone is just, makes me just, I can't believe it. Like, unbelievable, unreal. But yeah, every single con that I've been to this year so far, and the ones from last year, remaining, the ones that he loves so much, like IFC and MFF and Anthrocon coming up, just won't be the same. We still love Spectre. So thank you, King, for saying that. And yes, the drawing was very, very nice. Let's see. Okay, Michael, have a great night. Here's hugs to you as well. Thank you for saying. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support as always. Akiz says, Nick Wilde as Seiya. Wow, the screen. Nick Wilde as Seiya, or Sailor Starfighter, Mr. Wolf. Okay. Sailor Star Healer. Todd from Fox and the Hound as Sailor Star Maker, and Mirage from Aladdin as Sailor Galaxia. Ooh. Wow. This is sounding more and more like a Broadway musical. My goodness. Oh, Joshy, cool, you're going to be there, yay. I'd love to see you again. I can't wait to see you again. It's always a joy when I get to see you at MFF. Hope you had a great time last time. I know I did. Oh, Robert. Hi, Robert. I don't know if you already said that to you already, said hello to you, but hi. How are you? Carmarin says hugs for you. Well, hugs for you as well, Carmarin. Thank you. If you can't go to FC, Samson, that's fine. Besides, there's plenty of furries at FurCon that I want to meet. Oh yeah, Logan, definitely. Like I said, it just depends if which one works better financially and with time off. I'll probably have to do an extra day than my normal constant for FC if I do end up going there, because it's so far away. So definitely gonna need that the extra day for jet lag and recovery, Oh, Austin Vance, hi. How are you? Good to see you. We'll switch back. Don Carnage as Jedite. That's the end of the spoof. If I was an artist, I'd probably upload art of this in DeviantArt for Affinity. Those are 2 sites that I started on here, but man, I haven't heard of DeviantArt in a minute. But wow, for Affinity, I still will occasionally go on. But wow, yeah. Hey, and it's never too late to start drawing and become an artist. So you never know. Chase, you're debating about going to A&E. Hopefully soon your decision will be A&E, because like I said, I want to get to get the biggest hug you can offer, because you're truly super sweet. Oh, thank you, Chase. So are you. Yeah. We're not even halfway through 2024 yet, so probably at the end of the year I will make my final decision, or close to it. But yes, I would love to meet you as well. I cannot wait to give you a hug. Let's see here. Tatiana says the first Dangon, I'm gonna say rump. I cannot pronounce that. I'm sorry. Came out when you were 9 years old. In other words, 2010, and the second one came out in 2012, third in 2017. All three have so many unique characters. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think it was back then that I saw some YouTubers playing it, so hey, more power to them. I may have to try it sometime, for streaming or whatever the case. Yeah, when you go on stage at Anthrocon next year, you want to pay respect to Spectre. Aw, that'll be super sweet, King. Yeah, what's really cool, at FWA, I saw a panel room that was for those we have lost. So it was like a panel for the ones that we lost in the past and the ones that we still remember to this day. And honestly, I thought it was like super cool that they had that. It was just like a place where you could go, pay your respects to those who we have lost. It could be a fellow furry, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, whatever. You could just go in there and you could just, just let loose, let your morning out. So Anthrocon should probably do something like that. I may have to submit that and just be like, hey, can we have like a memorial room? That'd be kind of cool. Oh, you like duck, A. Johnson? Okay. I like ducks too. Ducks are pretty cool. As a matter of fact, I got some duck eggs from my coworker that are currently in my refrigerator, so I may or may not have some later today for dinner. Oh, Renee. Hi, how are you? Says, you just got back from the movies. You saw If. What did you think of it? I heard some good things about it. Also, thanks for being here, Renee. It's good to see you. Shadow says, if I was ever at a con and you were there, I'd DM you telling I'm here to meet me. Yeah, Shadow. As a matter of fact, Shadow, someone was telling me, actually it was Trip. I don't know, Trip, are you still here? I don't know, but Trip Wadog was telling me about Furrydelphia. And that's another one of those cons that I'm like, yeah, I really got to go to that at some point, but maybe next year, I don't know. But yeah, Furrydelphia, right in downtown Philly. I can't remember the hotel that it's in for the life of me, but I just know that it's a smaller con. But I would love to go to Furrydelphia, and I would honestly, Shadow, if you couldn't make it, I would make a special detour just to come see you. That would be amazing. Let's see. Chase, thanks again. Trying not to cry. Aw, my heart. That one goes well. You may likely go to the other FurCon you suggested. I forgot what it was called. Since I'm in the East Coast, hopefully it won't be far. Yeah, Chase, so there's a number of ones. Excuse me. There's a number of FurCons in the East. I mean, obviously there's Anthrocon. There's MCFC, which is more Midwest, which is in Ypsilanti, Michigan. There's MFF, which is, Chicago. But that's the biggest furry con in the world currently. So I don't know if you want to go to that one as your first time. But you might like it. There's Anthro, Ohio, and Columbus, Ohio. There is, man, why am I blanking on something? There's Wapapa, which is a kind of like a outdoorsy kind of con, right outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. IFC and Indy FurCon in Indianapolis. And yeah, that's the only ones that I can come to right now. But yeah, there's a very good variety in the East Coast. Oh, Derp Husky. Hi, Derp. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Good to see you. Hope work isn't killing you right now, because you were telling me that it's a busy day there. Isaiah, I love wolves. I love wolves too. Wolfies are... I just want to adopt all the wolves and give them head scratches. That's how I treat Shadow. Just like every time I see Shadow, just like squitch, 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 squitch. Werewolves, yes, and werewolves. Cannot forget about the werewolves, ever. Oh, Sindrak the Dragon. Hi, how are you? Came here from the... Oh, okay. Came here from the FWA-related video from Finn the Panther. Oh, hi. How are you? Sindrak, it's good to see you. Welcome to the post-con, post-FWA Zoomies stream. I'm glad that you're here. It's good to be chatting with you. I gotta check that video out. Finn the Panther, I'll remember that. Finn the Panther. Yeah, Sindrak, what did you think of FWA? Did you enjoy yourself? Was it a good con for you? I hope so. Despite the elevators. So. Or did you even go to FWA? Well, I don't know why I'm assuming that. I don't know. It's Zoomy time. I'm just, Tatiana, if you do, try to brace yourself, Samson, because the second game, the character you play is Hajime Hinata, can say and think some jerk-like things. Oh dear. So it's that type of game. Is that what I'm getting at? Is that what you're getting at? Is the kind of message I'm getting is that there's some questionable moments in the games. Understood. Renee says, it was so cute and funny and heartwarming. I love it. Love it so much. Want to see it again. Well, Renee, awesome. You know, your review of that makes me want to see it alone, so I may have to go check it out at some point. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Have I ever seen any Kazake furs in the fandom? Keys, I'm not sure what that is. Do you have like a basic explanation of what that is? I may just be dumb, but you know. If you mean like Nico, like fursuiters, I don't know. I know there's different styles of fursuits, unless that's like a very specific character that I just don't know about. Isaiah says, I love wolves, that's even chosen as my fursona. Absolutely, yeah. Whatever animal you vibe with the most, in which case foxes and cats. So, I couldn't pick one, so I had to go with both. So, yeah, whatever you decide your persona is going to be is whatever animal that you feel either the most connected to or vibe with the best, or maybe you don't feel related to them at all and you want to get closer with them. You're flopped dead on your desk? Oh no, Derp, no! Well, I gotta give the husky tummy rubs, just like, you know, get the leg going a little bit. Just be like, wakey, wakey, it's time for work. Or I'll just like, you know, fireman's carry you back to your home and just be like, okay, time for bed, let's go. That'd be funny. Derp, it's because you're really small, you know, you're fun size, so I get to just like, wee. Sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you, I'm just being silly. You are cute though, Derp. Akis, as a wolf myself, I love head scratches. Yes, we love the scritchies. Just I didn't even think that was possible. Wait, so I can make my own leg go? Ooh. Wait, hold on. We need the leggy. It's like, let the leggy go, let the leggy go. Oh. That's for all the paw lovers out there. There you go. I'm looking at the stream preview. I can barely see my leg. That's so funny. New, says Derp. Oh no. Liam Williamson, hi, says, I really like your new fursuit. Well, thank you. Says, I'd like to ask, can you be too old to be a furry? Absolutely not, Liam. Let me tell you, I've met furries of varying ages in this fandom. I've met some who are, in fact, 70s. Like, they're in their upper 70s. I think the oldest furry right now is, like, in their 80s, or if not higher. So, no, absolutely not. You cannot be too old, so to speak, to be in the fandom, because the fandom is what you make it. There's no age cap or limit. There's no sign-ups or anything like that. If you consider yourself a furry, then you are a furry. If you have an interest in anthropomorphic animals, you are a furry. If you have a furry character, like if you have a fursona, and you have an original character of your own design and making, not necessarily that you have to draw them, but something that you came up with on your own that is your fursona, then you are a furry. However, you can have a fursona, you can have a fursuit, and I hate to say this, but you can go to conventions, all of that, and still not consider yourself a furry. I've seen it before. I don't buy it personally, but to each their own. Renee just turned 30. Well, happy birthday, Renee. You're able to get a present for yourself, a wolf tattoo. Really? Wolf tattoos, plural, that is. Temporary tattoos, that is, and they work great, and they look so real. Oh, cool, Renee. Well, good for you. I bet the designs are beautiful. Like, I've seen some animal tattoos that are beautiful, absolutely striking. So, but yeah, good for you. Happy birthday to you. Yes, Onan says, you can never be too old to be a furry. I've seen many older furries on Twitter. It doesn't matter. It really does not matter. Thank you, Onan, for saying that. Let's see. Spider says, oh, Spider, sorry, your comment went off the screen here. Onan says, how was FWA? I don't know if I'd ever be able to attend any cons in America. You're based in Australia. Oh, well, hello. Hello. Hello to you, Australia. Excuse me. Yet to ever go to any furry cons. You're either too busy or too nervous. Any tips? Yes, absolutely, Onan. So, by the way, welcome. Glad you're here. It's good to speak with you, and thank you for watching. Yes, for your first furry convention, there are a couple of options that you have in Australia. There are Furries Down Under, also known as Furdo, and I need to look up the other one because I'm blanking. Let's see, Australian furry conventions. Here we go. Oh yeah, Aurora, that's the other one. It's in Sydney, and Furries Down Under, or Furdo, is in Surfer's Paradise. So you got a couple of options there. I know there's probably more. There's also ones in New Zealand and Pacific Island Northwest, I think. But yeah, there are a couple of options. Now, I would go with the one that is closest to you. And if that convention happens to be smaller, then even better. I also recommend highly that you go with people that you know. Travel with them if you need to. Meet up with them, room with them, do what you got to do. But make sure that you always have a core group to go with, because otherwise you're going to be walking around the convention aimlessly. You're not going to know where to go, or kind of like where your home base is, so to speak. More often than not, that's your hotel room with your friends, or even with family if you decide to go with family. So yeah, make sure that you are with people that you know. And I don't mean like, you know, oh, I just met this person at a furry convention, now I know them, I'm going to hang out with them the whole time. No, I'm talking about the people that you're going to be around like more than 50% of the time. Like those that you room with, like I said, or those that you can always go back to no matter what. So whether that's local friends or ones that you met online, please be careful when meeting friends online. I'm just saying, for a disclaimer. But yeah, and also be sure that you know what you're getting into. Look up attendance, look up location, look up pricing especially, look up transportation services, food services, hotel accommodations, and just like all that stuff should be on the convention's website. They should have all the drop-down menus that you need to research it and to know exactly what you're getting into. That being said, you can go to a large convention. Just be aware, it might be overwhelming for your first time. So I personally highly recommend smaller conventions. If you can start with a fur meet, even better. Like there's things called fur bowls, and there's meetups, and there's stuff that goes on all over probably your entire area of Australia. So just see what's out there. Put out some feelers. Talk to some friends, you know? And especially talk to those who have been to conventions before, because they will help you with what you need. If you plan to fursuit, stay hydrated. Stay cool. When the body is time to stop, when the body says it's time to stop, it's time to stop. Take a break. So, but, you know, for your first convention, I think you'll have a great time, you know? It may seem like a lot, but I promise you, in the long run, it's all going to be worth it. You're going to have the time of your life. Also, make sure you follow the 6-2-1 rule. 6 hours of sleep a night, 2 meals a day at least, and 1 shower. Your body and other people will thank you for it. Oh, I just punched the mic. Sorry about your ears. Alright, let's see if we have anything here. Isaiah says, the reason I'm a furry is because I love the idea of anther animals, especially wolves. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Does anybody remember the movie Alpha and Omega? That was an underrated furry movie. It was about 2 wolves, and that's all I'll say. It's an adorable movie. But yeah, Alpha and Omega, underrated furry movie. Like, my gosh. I actually have it down here somewhere. Yeah, I do. I should probably watch that after the stream. Sounds like a good idea. Pardon me. Excuse me. One of the unfortunate things with with this fursuit head is it's still shedding. Like there's still like loose fur coming off of it, because with any new fursuit part you're going to get shedding, and you're going to get like little fur strands that just kind of end up everywhere. So that last one I just like breathed it in, and I was like, oh, that's fur. So pardon me, literal fur ball. Gag says hi. Hi Gag, how are you? Shadow says if I could get a lift to downtown Philly to Philadelphia, I'd cry with happiness meeting my fursuit idol. Oh my gosh, Shadow. Aw. You don't mean that, do you? Do you? Oh, I'm so sweet. Shadow, I just want to meet you in person. Like, in suit or out of suit, it doesn't matter to me. I need to give you the biggest hug, and I need to tell you how much you mean to me. For those of you who don't know, Shadow and I go way back. Like, circa 2011 is when we met. So we've known each other for a good long time, you know, going on 13 years now. So Shadow, the fact that we haven't met yet, it don't matter, because we will someday. I cannot wait to say hi, I love you, and give you a big hug. Let's see. Renee says, thanks, I have friends who pressure me to get a real tattoo but say no, it'd be too painful. Oh yeah, that's fair. I'm not really vibing with tattoos either. It's just not really my thing. But I understand the whole, like, you know, thing with parents and family. Like, probably the same for me. My parents wouldn't be too happy if I got one. Oh, Keys. Do we really have to answer that question about cheese graters? No. Let's see. Happens especially when I go for... Yeah, Onan, I just read your comment before it went off screen. Yeah, that's good. Put out feelers. Excuse me. Put out feelers to friends. See if there's anybody who's interested in going to the convention with you. See how you guys can kind of strike a deal together to get the hotel room signed up. Yeah, well, signed up, yes, but also set up. See if you guys can strike a deal with like the main convention hotel or any surrounding hotels. And you know what's great about going with friends is that you can split the cost for like one room. So like a room for say $700, you split it 4 ways, you're good to go. A couple $100 a person, not bad. So yeah, or $100+ a person, not bad. So it really makes everything worth it. Definitely do not try to get a hotel room on your own, because that is a ripoff. Okay? I mean, if you can afford it, fine. If you prefer your own room, fine. That's one thing. But you can really cut your costs down if you pack, not an insane amount of people, but if you can pack a good, healthy amount of people in the same hotel room, you're golden. Let's see. Tatiana says, have you ever been to a furniture or any kind of store that offers free refreshments? I did. You went to Bob's Discount Furniture. Oh my gosh, we have those in Ohio. And they had free ice cream. Really? Did they? We actually have a Bob's Discount Furniture not too far from me, so interestingly enough. But no, I did not know that they had those refreshments of that kind. But then again, it's been a good while since I've been in a furniture store, because I haven't really needed anything. But I may just go in there for the free ice cream. That's a really good idea. Thanks for that tip. I appreciate it. Chase says, there was something that I know me and the family were hoping to work on. We're going to get our roof repaired. That's right. You were telling about that last time. Hopefully the last time your ceilings will leak. Yes, I hope so. Because, ugh, my gosh, you know, leaky ceilings are not great. Syndrak says, have not been to FWA, would like to go there someday. You're in Mexico. You're a Mexican for... Okay, cool. And there's a con here called Confurer, to which I attended last year since it's a local con to me. Oh, okay. Well, hello. Thank you for being here, you know. Thank you for the greetings from Mexico, and greetings back to you from sunny and sometimes gloomy Ohio, up here in the States. But yeah, I've heard of Confurer. That's one of the ones that... someone that I know went there and they had a great time. I believe they're originally from Arizona, so they got to go down and check out the con. So hey, good for you. I hope you had a great time. But yeah, I would love to see you at FWA someday. Probably next year or the year after that. I plan to go there for the next X amount of years of my time in the fandom. So, oh, thank you, Liam. No, thank you. I appreciate you. Your heart is melting, Shadow. Aw, well, that's my job. I'm doing my job. Yay! Squeaky paws. Isaiah says, I wish to meet you as well. You're all the way in Cali, even though there's some California furries like Fluke. Yeah, Fluke is in California. And who was the one who made me become a furry. Yeah. I've known about Fluke for, gosh, probably more than 10 years. I saw their art like 2010, 2011, something like that. And then I started watching them when they kind of came back to YouTube, so to speak, a few months ago. I had not seen them in person until this past convention. If I remember correctly, I may be drawing a blank or it may be a false memory, but I believe Fluke did go to FWA and I saw them like from a distance, but I didn't get to go say hi to them because they were bombarded by a bunch of people. But yeah, Fluke, very sweet. Never gotten to talk to them personally, but I would love to. And yeah, they're a very, I would say, positive influence on the fandom as well. Yeah, Alpha and Omega. Yes, very good movie. I agree. I haven't seen that movie in, gosh, a long time. But yeah, the fact that I own it and still haven't seen it like in many years, should probably fix that tonight. Renee says, I was going to tell you that I'm going to see another new movie called Garfield. Oh yeah, Garfield, yeah. Chris Pratt is voicing him, yep. Same one who did Mario, and so pumped to see it. Yeah. We saw the preview for that yesterday, or no, sorry, Friday, and excuse me, and it looks, let's just say it looks a lot better than the Bill Murray version of the Garfield movie, so, yeah, you know, I'll take it. I'd watch Garfield. I'd go and watch Garfield just because of cats. I mean, I read the comics all growing up, but, like, cats. Meow. Anyway. Onan says, when the day comes that I do meet you, that'll be the day when it feels like I'll discover the better side of furry cons. Being able to meet fursuiters that I love, aww, and make me ecstatic. Aww, Onan, thank you. Aww. That means so much to me. I would love to meet you and give you a big hug and just say you're wonderful and keep being you. So I hope I get to meet you someday. I love, like, honestly, I would love to go to Australia. I have a friend of mine who went to Furry this year, and they had a fantastic time. Like, they said it was a furry convention like they had never seen before, and I was like, oh man. And then I saw some furry videos and I was like, okay, I really got to make this a priority at some point. What a beautiful con. You might be right, Spider. Yeah, I think Fluke did move to California. Or, I'm sorry, moved from California to Colorado. So I believe you're correct if I remember their videos correctly. Very sweet. Let's see. Tatiana, have you ever heard about some news about the Fantastic Adventures YouTube channel? If so, what are your thoughts? I don't think so, Tatiana. I'm not familiar with that. Oh my gosh, Techie! Hi! Hi, Techie! How are you? Great seeing you at FWA. You too! Oh, Techie, I missed your hugs. My gosh. It was so good to see you both at FWA. My gosh. Like, yeah, so those of you who don't know, Techie, very, very cute suit. Techie, I'm very sorry. Remind me what your persona is again. Remind me what your suit species is again, because I'm blanking. I want to say a fennec, but I could be wrong. I apologize. It's just, yeah, I can't see half the time. But yeah, Techie, I'm so glad that you're here. My gosh, so good to hug you and see you at FWA as well. Aw, thank you for being here. Renee says, forgot to tell you that after the movie went to Jack in the Box. Oh, cool. Man, now I'm craving those curly fries. Ooh. Ooh. Curly fries from Jack in the Box. Ooh. You know what's really good? Is if you take the curly fries from Jack in the Box and then you get the horsey sauce from Arby's. Yeah. It's a game changer. All I'm saying. Let's see. Oh, King, you're going to see the Garfield movie with your little brother. Cool. I'll probably be going with some friends. Nothing will ever beat the original Garfield. Are you talking about the original animated show Garfield Shadow? Because I remember those too. As a matter of fact, Garfield Christmas was one of my favorite shorts growing up. Or movies, rather. Yes, Garfield. We love the lasagna eating cat. Oh, John Clapper. Hi, how are you? Says, it's been a while since I saw you. How have you been? I've been wonderful, John. How about yourself? It's good to see you too. Hope you've been well. Hope you've been enjoying your 2024, and I hope that you've been enjoying this lovely spring slash turning into summer solstice very soon. Oh my gosh, D-Man. Yes, Calvin and Hobbes. Oh, love Calvin and Hobbes. And I relate so much to Calvin for having a stuffed animal, as your friends, right? So, but yeah, Calvin and Hobbes, like, if I had to put, like, the top, probably the top three comics, like, from the Sunday paper in my list, it would be, number one would be Peanuts, because I love Charlie Brown. You all know how much I love Snoopy, right? You probably can't see him, but he's over there. Peanuts, Charlie Brown. Let's see. We'll go with Calvin and Hobbes, and then probably Garfield number 3. Number 4 would probably be Beetle Bailey, and then number 5 is probably oh man, not Family Circus. What's the other one? Cats and Jammer Kids? No. Crankshaft. Going through. Oh, Baby Blues. That's what it is. Yeah. Loved the comics growing up. Calvin and Hobbes, one of my all-time favorites. And it's kind of sad because there's like a whole like rights war or copyright war with Calvin and Hobbes. I'm not sure the entire story of it. I know like the original creator just kind of like up and disappeared and like never made anything again, and that was it. That's why there's like no merch of Calvin and Hobbes. There's no books. There's nothing like that. I mean, I think there's books, but there's no like shirts or media. And I would love it if like someone could get a hold of the copyright like rights and like make a movie. If they could make a Calvin and Hobbes movie, I might just cry. Like honestly, that's childhood right there. Let's see. Renee says I was able to get the new Princess Peach Snow Showtime game. Almost at the final boss level. It was awesome. Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, I remember hearing about that and going, wow, Peach moving up in the world, getting their own game. Chase says, honestly, sometimes I do wish to God that there was a fursuiter near where I live so I could just simply come and give me cuddles when I'm in need. That would be absolutely amazing. That does sound pretty amazing, Chase. I would like that too. But, if I could just like have like a call button for a fursuiter to come and cuddle me, I absolutely would have that. The downside to that is the fact that like fursuiters are also people, and this is like a hobby. And as much as I would like to be that suitor to just be like drop everything and just like go and cuddle somebody because they need it, it's not that simple. But one can dream, right? King says, after your 4th year of college at Keene University, you're going to move to Colorado. Well, okay. Well, hey, congratulations, King. And are you in college currently right now, King? I can't remember. I can't remember if you're first year of college or not. I'm drawing a blank. I apologize, but yeah, Colorado is a beautiful state. And in fact, we have our very own Coloradoite in here to tell you all about it. Oh, Garfield and Friends from the 80s. Yeah, I believe we're talking about the same thing, Shadow. Yes. We watched a lot of that, my brother and I. Watched a lot of that growing up. I love the John Arbuckle, compilations on YouTube. Some of the funniest, memes and quick cuts I've ever seen. Why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food to eat the hot food? Garfield memes. Love it. Oh, John, you've been under the weather because of allergies. Oh, poor thing. Yeah, it is that time. I've been a little sniffly and my throat's been a little scratchy the past couple weeks because, my gosh, all that pollen and cottonwood and everything is just explosion out there. Oh yeah, Akiz, always loved the Peanuts series, especially Snoopy. Me too. Snoopy is one of my all-time heroes. As a matter of fact, hold on, I got something for you. Okay, this right here, everybody, probably one of the best things that I own right here. We have the philosophy of Snoopy. That is the Philosophy of Snoopy. Probably one of the best books I've ever read. And you really get into Snoopy's mind when you read this. And I actually found this at a local bookshop in my town, and I was like, take my money. It's mine. So I highly recommend this if you're looking for some guidance from our favorite cartoon beagle. He will teach you everything you need to know. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Tatiana says it was a YouTube channel where the kids were doing all sorts of fun adventures, and I've discovered their news behind the scenes and going through oh my goodness, really? That sounds interesting. I never would have guessed. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. That sounds like one of those like deep psychological like lore stories. Like, I love stuff like that. That's really cool. Oh, RC, thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate that. Let's see. I saw something. Let me just give me 1 second. I'm gonna fix something real quick. Oh, okay. Sinjak, I didn't see your full comment, but you were talking about Digimon. Fun fact, I became a furry because of a Digimon character. Not in the traditional Digimon sense. It was a Gmod animation that had to do with Renamon, and that's all I'll say. Let's see. Renee says, it's been forever since Peach has her own game. You may not know, but there was a Super Princess Peach for the DS. Oh yeah, I think my brother got that for Christmas. And he didn't play it much, but I remember seeing the cover. Oh, King says, finish your first semester of Union County College in September. You're going to start your second semester in Union. Oh, well, good for you, King. Congrats, by the way. Hope you're liking it so far. I miss college days, honestly. If I could go back, I wouldn't do them all over again, but I'd want to experience them a lot more than I had. Oh, welcome back, Benji. How are you? How's your evening going? Let's see. Michael Cosby says, hello, Samson Catfox. Your new look are you still looking to go to Anthrocon? Yes. Rooms went fast. Do I go myself or go with a friend? Please, can I have a hug? Yes, absolutely, Michael. So yes, I will be going to Anthrocon, and I did get a room, but it's kind of a walk from the convention, so I'm not too keen on that. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do, right? But yes, here is a hug for you, Michael. Thank you for being here. Yay! And squeaks. And yes, I highly recommend going with a friend if you can. If it's your first convention, absolutely go with friends if you can. But other than that, I'd say Anthrocon is a pretty good con to start with. I mean, it's not the biggest convention in the world. As a matter of fact, it's ranked at number 3 right now, considering FWA did surpass it in attendance this year. Oh my gosh. Like, as it stands right now, the lineup is Midwest Fur Fest is at the biggest with 15,600 something. FWA surpassed at 15,021, and I believe Anthrocon at 13,007 something, I believe. And they beat MFF last year by 3 attendees. That's how they won. So Anthrocon had the number 1 slot for all of 5 months, and then MFF was like, yeah, no, we see your raise and we cap you at this. And they're like, oh, okay. So now Anthrocon is number 3. Sorry, Kage. Let's see. Logan says, have you met Pokemon furries? I met a Lucario. They were pretty cool. Very sweet, very loving, and there was also an Arcanine pack. There were probably 6 or 7 of them. Let's see. Renee says, believe it or not, it has been forever since Peach had her own game. Yeah, Super Princess Peach. Yeah, we did talk about that. I never played it personally, but I think my brother did, and he said it was alright. Yes, hugs for all. Thank you, Shadow. Here's hugs for you as well. Yes, me too, Benji. Oh, I am so ready for AC. Like, my favorite con of all time is coming up in less than 2 months, and I'm just like, here we go. Yes. Oh, my goodness. My favorite con, and Like the vibes are just good all the time, and like everything about it, I just love AC. So I can't wait for the fursuit parade. I can't wait for the block party. I can't wait to see all my friends. And literally, like it's almost like every single person that I know goes to AC. Like it's unbelievable. Like the amount of people that I know there, wow, it's just insane. Yes, absolutely, RC. Pause, do squeak. Thank you for coming to my squeak talk. All right. Excuse me. Oh, first still in the mouth. Aki says, you ever met any East Asian fursuiters in person? East Asia. Oh, good question. I think I ran into Sardune for like a second. That was last year, last Anthrocon, I believe. Sardune, who is an endurance fursuit performer and also an artist. Fantastic person. So yes, you could say I have. Sardune, very sweet individual, very kind. I believe they're from Japan, I think. So yeah, I look forward to seeing them again this year. Oh, Akis, okay, you need to go. Okay, have a great night, Akis. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a lovely night as well. Your support is immeasurable, and we love you for it. Thank you very much. Syndrax says, your favorite Digimon is Vmon. He was one of the biggest influences to find the furry fandom. As for you, you've always been a scaly dragon kid, or fan since you were a kid. Yeah, we love scalies. I love Argonians. Probably my favorite type of scalies, because Skyrim and Elder Scrolls. But anyway, yeah, scalies. Underrated. Definitely need more scalies. Let's see. Shadow says, AC and MFF are the two biggest fur cons. Actually, Shadow, I don't mean to be like, actually, no. As of last weekend, FWA is now the second biggest furry con in the world. Believe it or not. They said they had a 55% attendance jump from the previous year, which is insane. Like, holy crap, I don't even know what that is. Like, their previous to their current had to be like 12,000, right? 55%? Maybe more, I don't know. But, wow. Like, that just blew my mind when I heard that. Also, over $100,000 in charity. Renee said, bad news, not sure if you heard, but Red Lobster is closing. Like, oh my gosh, like, permanently? Or are they just closing certain locations? I didn't hear about that, no. That's upset. That's actually kind of unfortunate. I like them. Anthony says, hey again. Hi Anthony. How's your night going? Let's see. Logan says, hope I can meet both Lucario and Cinderace furry in person. Yeah, there's a lot of Lucario suits walking around, but I don't know about the other one. I haven't really seen many of them. Tatiana says, have you ever wondered what to do? Snacks and candies from other countries taste like. I've been curious about seeing CC's commercials. CC's are kind of chips in Australia. Okay. Yes, I have been curious about other regions. I don't know for sure. I'd probably go with like maybe one of my my heritage countries, as it were. Ireland, Finland, or Scotland, and I'd probably want to check out some of their stuff over there. This is going to sound corny, but one of my biggest resources for foods and different types of foods is Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link, and they do like the international taste tests, and that's pretty cool to watch. But like, yeah, some of the stuff that other countries have, unbelievable. Like even just like street food. Like in general, how? Wow. Ooh, John Clapper. Check out the Comic-Con. It went off the screen. Check out the Comic-Con happening in Washington State this year. You'll be surprised. Will I? Okay. All right. I'll have to check it out. Are there like any like specific celebrities gonna be there? I'm curious. It's funny you say that, John, because I was actually at and Benji can definitely attest to this. I was at Fan Expo in Cleveland a couple weeks ago with Benji, who's in the chat, and we went and saw Danny Trejo. Yes, Danny Trejo, Machete, and what's his name? Tortuga from Breaking Bad. He was there. We got to meet him in fursuit. That was fantastic. Yeah, that was a definite highlight. Like, so nice, such a sweet individual. And he was like, "Hey, I need a picture with these dogs. Come on!" And we got a picture with him. Oh my gosh! Like, to this day, I still can't believe we got to do that. Onan says, my persona just kind of happened in an instant. He was stuck in the endless circle of wanting a persona. Didn't know what to do, so I was browsing Toy House, saw Onan, and something, I missed that last word, sorry. Hold on. Oh, something clicked. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's usually how it works, too, is like, the fact that something just kind of like clicks in your mind when it comes to your persona. That's how you know you've discovered something special, you know? So I'm really glad that it worked out for you that way, you know? With Samson, it just kind of like, it just all fell together. I was like, yep, this is me. This is Samson. Yes, Shadow. 15,021 for FWA. Unbelievably, yes. John Clapper. Comic-Con is having a WWE Wrestler Hall of Fame actor, Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, that is pretty cool. Why does that name sound so familiar? Man, I'm not really big on my wrestling lore, but wow, the fact that he's there, I've definitely heard that name before. Renee, they filed for bankruptcy and they're closing 50 across the U.S., even in your area. Oh dear, that's depressing. Well, hope they don't get sued or anything like that. Like, you know, I've heard some of those food channels on the internet talk about Red Lobster and like some of the stuff that they've done, and I'm just like, oh, interesting. But they're good. I like them. That's really sad, though. You know, I hope some of the franchises can stay open. Let's see. King says your plans for cons are FWA, TFF, MFF, Garden State FurCon, and Furrydelphia. That's a pretty good lineup. You know, if you can make it work, then by all means, go for it. Let's see. Chase says, Samson, have a bit of a question that involves A&E. So, ain't exactly crazy about the events that I heard of, like the Fursuit Parade, and was wondering, can I skip that kind of thing? Absolutely, Chase. You don't have to go to those things. Like, basically, a furry con schedule, an event schedule, or like a programming schedule as it's called, are there for you to choose. There are no like prerequisites or anything like that to attend a furry con. Like, you don't need to go to these panels or to this thing or this or that in order to like be part of the convention. You can go to whatever event or whatever panel you would like to. There's no cap on it. There's no, you know, like, yeah, basically it's a guidebook. It's like, we start at this time for this panel and it ends at this time. So if you're interested, you can come check it out. Otherwise, no pressure. So no, you don't need to feel pressured, or you don't feel like you need to be there or like be required to go, because that's not what they're about. Like, those things are there for you to enjoy, and if you don't want to attend, you don't have to. Let's see. John, so Sergeant Slaughter and Amy Noel, who played in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. No kidding. Wow. I think two wires just connected in my brain. Wow. I love that movie, and I didn't even realize. Huh. Wow. Well, I learned something. Hey. Thank you, John, for that. Let's see. Shadow says MFF 2023 still holds the record high with 15,547. Yes. Though if you think about it, like 526 in the long run, or 36 in the long run, it's not too far off, considering, you know, the amount of that those two furry cons can hold. So who knows? You know, depending on what Anthrocon does this year in attendance, you know, we may have like these two neck and neck, you know, for quite a bit. So MFF, FWA, MFF, FWA, and the Anthrocon may just come out one day, just be like, boom, 17,000. We're like, okay, well, it's over now. So, yeah. Anthony, what's your favorite game? Destroy All Humans 2 on the PlayStation 2, and always will be going forward. Let's see. John says, I made a G.I. Joe figure of Sergeant Slaughter to add to my G.I. Joe collection. Cool. Yeah, I have not seen G.I. Joes in a minute. And whenever I do, I'm just like, man, I need to... I'm a bit of a collector at heart, so I'm just like, if I could have a G.I. Joe collection, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. I've seen them at, like, antique malls and stuff. Let's see. Oh, Onan. If you're curious, Onan is a feral hound. It clicked with me when I was much younger. I was always into the history of... I can't pronounce that word. King Tut, I think? And all the hieroglyphics during the Egyptian times. Yeah, absolutely, Onan. Yeah. That's one of the touch points of history that I also enjoy, like hieroglyphics, like ancient Egypt, and one of my favorite books back in school was the Cat of Bubastes, which may or may not have contributed to this, who knows, but yeah, I also enjoy that type of history as well. Renee says, some say that it was the endless shrimp that caused it, not sure. Well, maybe the endless shrimp finally went on strike. Who knows? Attempted humor. I tried. Applause. Okay, Logan says, you've met 2 Pokemon furries before. You met a Noivern furry and a I can't pronounce. I'm so sorry. Kalis, he's a hugger. Oh, cute. Oh, we love huggers. Yay. Pokemon fursuiters are honestly underrated, you know. Oh, Isaiah, you're gonna leave. Okay. It's been so much fun on the stream. Love you. Hope you have a good night and stay safe. Cheers, mate. Good night. Aw, cheers to you too, Isaiah. Aw, thank you for being here and thank you for your continued support. Love you. Hope you have a great night. Let's see. John says, get this, last year at Washington State Comic-Con, they had the Honky Tonk Man, and in 2022 they had Booker T. Really? And they're both WWE wrestlers. Wow. Well, maybe one day they'll have The Undertaker. That sounds cool. Yeah, like the retired WWE stars, it's really cool to see them. They're going on tour and they're like they're going to do shows and talks and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I'm glad to see that they're still out there doing stuff. Chase says, still want to go. Probably already know that. Yeah, autism, and just ain't crazy about the fursuit parade thing, and plus audio sensitive, wanted to know. Yeah, Chase, like even if you do go and you experience it for just a few minutes, you can leave at any time. You can just be like, you know what, this is not really my thing, so I'm gonna take my leave, and that's totally okay. No one's gonna judge you for it. Yeah, Shadow, it may happen this year. If AC hits 16,000 this year, wow, that would mean that their attendance grew by 3,000 plus, which is insane to think about. But hey, if FWA can grow in size by like 2,000 people, then Anthrocon can do the same thing with theirs. Oh, Sauces! Hi, Sauces. How are you? Yes, the visibility is much better in this head. As a matter of fact, so is the breathability. In fact, some people were saying, oh my gosh, we can hear you so much better. And hey, I'll take it, you know? So yes, it is much better. But hi, Sauces, how are you? Hope you're having a great night. All right, which chat am I looking at here? Belly scratches and rubs. Ah! Yay, belly scratches and rubs. Yay, we love the belly rubs. I'll take any belly rubs at any point. Let's see. Renee says, look, I should go. Have to work tomorrow, but it was awesome, and I hope to see you. Hope you see If. High paw for you. Oh, high paws for you too, Renee. Thanks for being here, and thanks for your support as always. I will see if I can check out that movie and let you know. But until then, have a great night. A. Johnson, gonna go to FWA next year, 2025, and go to the Georgia Aquarium. Yes, as a matter of fact, Johnson, it's funny you say that, because, excuse me, there is a planned event for next FWA that the furries are gonna take over the aquarium. It's gonna happen. Like, this is an actual thing that's happening. Like, whoa, that's a big deal. So we're going to be there. We're going to take over the aquarium. Yay! So I think that's on Friday, I believe that's going to happen. So furries take over all the fishies and say hi to the sharks and the turtles and the otters, and yay! So imagine like otter fursuiters just at the otter tanks just going, hi friends. That'd be so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. Yes. See, King says, watching Pixels the movie with the Atari, the one with Atari arcade games. Yeah, I remember that one. That had Kevin James in it. That's all I remember about it. Logan says, when I go back to FC, hopefully I'll be at the Fursuit Parade and Big Furry group photo. Yeah, I hope so too. Unfortunately, I missed the group photo at FWA, but I did get to go to the Cat group photo, which was wonderful. But yeah, does FC have a Fursuit Parade? Because I know that the bigger that cons get, like not counting Anthrocon, they tend to like drop Fursuit Parades, which is totally fine. Like not every con needs a Fursuit Parade, but you know, still really cool to do. But FC's Fursuit Parade must be pretty massive, if I'm being honest. Chocolate, yes, hi. How are you doing? Whoops, bump the mic. You look so adorable. Well, thank you, Chocolate. So do you. I appreciate it. Arr. Yes, I'm loving the new boy. He is wonderful. I can't say enough good things about it, honestly. Let's see. Isaiah says, I'm also autistic. Well, you know, we see you and we support you. Says, one more thing I wanted to say before I go is if I could have a big hug, especially with those squeaky paws. Oh, Isaiah, absolutely. Here you go. Here's a hug for you. Squeaky paws. Hugs. Yay. That's for you, Isaiah. Hope you have a great night. Let's see. Chase says, again, thanks. Once I get to meet you, I know something. I'll definitely give you, besides a big hug, biggest hug ever. I'll definitely give you many belly rubs. You can do the same. Aw, well, I would love that. You know, thank you for the the heads up too, Chase. That means a lot. Because honestly, I've had people just like come up to me at a convention and just like start rubbing my belly, and I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Hi, can I help you? They don't really. Sometimes they announce their presence, sometimes they don't. Because here's the thing: this new head may have pretty good vision, but I still struggle to see. So, and I also wear glasses in real life. As a matter of fact, here's proof right here. Prescrippies. So, given that's the factor, whenever you approach a fursuiter, this is a general rule for all of you who are first-time con goers and then some. Anytime you approach a fursuiter, make your presence known. Say hello to them. Make sure that they see you and that they acknowledge you. And you ask them before giving them a hug, before touching them, before rubbing their belly or getting a photo, anything like that. Because half of their excuse me, half of their senses, like touch, smell, hearing, eyesight, they're weakened tremendously. So they may not even see you. I've had fursuiters walk right by me when I said, hey, can I get a photo? And it's not that they were ignoring me, it's just that they couldn't hear me or see me. Totally understandable, because here is, right here, right there is how much I can see from side to side, which is not terrible. And then right there is where I can see up and down. So make sure your presence is known and make sure you ask them before any action has taken place, because I've had horrible experiences with people touching me and like picking me up, no kidding, and doing things that are not necessarily appropriate while I was in suit, and it really was not a great thing. So as long as you ask and you communicate, that's the main thing. So thank you, Chase, for bringing that point to light. Let's see, I saw something about, I'm gonna scroll back up for a second. Oh, John, you did a ventriloquist show at the end of this month. You made $40, got to see Cecil Cardinal. He's a furry mascot. Really? Okay. So, what is your puppet's name? Or did you just attend, John? Did you do the show, or did you just attend the show? Because ventriloquism is one of those things that I would love to get into again. Like, I used to do it back in high school, and I kind of dropped it, but I would love to do ventriloquism again. As a matter of fact, I have a puppet right over here. It's a ferret, so yeah. Let's see. Andy Hargreaves. I'm very sorry I'm butchering your name. I apologize. But hi, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, okay, D-Man. So FC did a Fursuit Parade last year. Gotcha. Oh, Onan, okay, you're gonna go. Gotta go help a furry friend of mine with his PC issues. It's been amazing as usual. Catch one of your streams. I love you so much, and we all do. Keep being you. Oh, thank you, Onan. Thank you for being here. And I really appreciate your support as well, and I hope you have a great night. Also hope your friend, hopefully their PC issues aren't too bad. So here's hoping to them. Have a great night. Gene Antonio says, hello, do you have a favorite band or taste of music? Well, hello, Gene. Nice to see you. As a matter of fact, I do. Right back there on the wall. You can probably see it, not really because of the glare, but that is an Abbey Road poster. My favorite band of all time is the Beatles, and always will be. And there's a very good reason for that. I grew up on the Beatles. My father is the one who introduced me to them. It's one of his favorite bands as well. As a matter of fact, he got to meet one of them. I think it was Ringo he got to meet. And yeah, I've seen Paul McCartney live. I've seen Ringo Starr live. Unfortunately, never got to see George because I was like 3 when he passed away. But yeah, I got to meet Ken Mansfield, who was their Apple Records America manager. So he was there. He was the man in the white coat on the rooftop of Abbey Road Studios, or of no. Yeah, that was Abbey Road Studios. No, it wasn't. What was it? Oh, I should know this. Which studio was that? Oh my gosh. EMI? No, I can't remember. Anyway, it's the one, the Get Back documentary where they recorded in the studio. I can't remember for the life of me which studio that was, but was it Abbey Road? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, I got to meet him. I've seen many Beatles tribute bands, but yeah, holy crap, I will never not love the Beatles. They will always be my favorite band. I've listened to a lot of music in my time, and not any single band has even come close. Well, maybe a couple, but like, you know what I mean. Like the Beatles are on their whole other playing field to me, and then the rest of the bands are just kind of categorized over here. So, will always love them to death. Will always be my favorite band. Thank you for the question. Let's see. Dante, Archie came sprinting in after hearing those squeakers. I don't know if you can see him. You can kind of see his butt, but yeah. He's looking like, what are you doing? Why are we playing this game? So, I think he's just a little zoomy himself because he just had dinner, so I think he's feeling a little energized. I did not spike his food. He did not get caffeine, as far as I know. So, we should be okay. But, hey, it is Zoomy stream, so we're zooming. Yay! Let's see. Syndrax says, love the squeaky paws. Well, thank you. I do, too. This is a really good investment. Actually, believe it or not, I got these on Etsy, and you can't even tell, right? I mean, maybe the fur is, like, a little different. Like, some of the white is... Well, the truth is, this is just older fur, newer fur, so they may look a little different. But yeah, solid investment on Etsy. Let's see. Tatiana says, went trick-or-treating with my cousin. Discovered a candy bar called Kaji. It looked so new and unusual to us. So I found out they were from Sweden. Oh, interesting. The sweeter version of Kit Kats. Oh, I love Kit Kats. Oh my gosh. That sounds fantastic. So you're telling me that this is like a Kit Kat, but it's sweeter? Is it larger than a Kit Kat? Because If there's like a jumbo Kit Kat, I don't mean like the king size, like, oh, extra wafers. No, I mean like stacked. Like, we're talking stacked Kit Kats. That would be amazing. Like, oh. Now I'm ready. See, now I'm ready to go to Walmart and go get Kit Kats. Let's see here. See, John says, Shadow says, I would always ask to hug you. Well, thank you, Shadow. Just know that you don't have to, because I've known you for so long. But yes, it is good to ask your friends, too. John says, I attend to it, and your puppets named Dexter, Terry, Victor, Bobby, the Jester, Ozo Clown, and Mr. Rogers. Really? You have quite a collection, John. That's fantastic. How long have you been a ventriloquist for? I'm curious, because that's an art that I'm glad to see is not lost, but also it's a very underrated talent. Like, holy crap, some of the some ventriloquism artists that I've seen. Who was I watching recently? Was it Fred Armisen or who was it? I can't remember his name, but he was on Conan like not too long ago. But anyway, the name will come to me. Yeah. Oh, the one guy from America's Got Talent, like the more recent one, he was good. I can't remember his name. Wore a tuxedo. Yeah, like ventriloquism, not a lost art, thankfully, but a very underrated one at that. Chase says, don't know if you saw, but you can give me belly rubs too. Oh, okay. I will remember that. Oh, you fall asleep easily? Yeah, me too. You know, this is honestly one of my off switches right here. So the belly rubs will put me to sleep pretty instantly. So, ooh, Andy says, I would love to see you do a hospital ASMR video. You know, that's actually on my list. Okay, so I put it in my idea book as Nurse Kitty Fox, which is actually came from a mistake. That whole idea sprang from a blooper of one of my first made ASMR videos, like one of my original made ASMRs, where I accidentally said, I'm your new nurse instead of your new maid. And I was like, huh. So I need to get a nurse's outfit now and do a Nurse Kitty Fox ASMR, because I've done the doctor videos before. Excuse me. I've done the doctor videos before. It's probably time for a nurse, but what you said about the hospital, that sounds like a great idea. Now, how I would do that with, like, limited resources? I wonder if you can rent out hospital rooms. I don't know. Probably not. That's a good idea. I'll have to consider that. Maybe like a green screen or something. Oh, hi, Azzy. How are you? It's good to see you. Says that's a really nice head. Thank you so much. It's really good to see you, my friend. How have you been? And my apologies for not getting back to your PMs. I am very sorry. I actually did some Telegram sorting today, like getting rid of some chats and such. And I saw your message, and I'm like, oh, crap, I need to reply to Azzy. I feel so bad, but it's good to see you. I'm glad that you're here. Let's see. Tatiana, Kajis are a little bit skinnier than Kit Kats. Oh, okay. But still, very good, I bet. Because Kit Kats, oof, I put it near the S tier of, like, top tier candies. Excuse me, hiccups. Shadow says, I know you would openly accept one from me. I absolutely would. Yes, 100% I would. You probably give the best saber wolf hugs that any saber wolf can ever give. As a matter of fact, you're the only saber wolf that I know, so I know they're going to be good. Yay hugs. Logan says, as long as you're not wearing your fursuit when you're going... Wait a minute. As long as you're not wearing your fursuit when you are going to the mall because it distracts people. You know, we did try that one time. The only problem is the mall that we went to did not allow us to fursuit. Like, we could wear our paws, but we could not wear the heads. Which I kind of get, because that is kind of like a safety, security risk. But I guess there are certain malls. I have seen, like, mall fursuiting videos before, so I guess there are certain malls that do allow you to do it. But the ones around here, not really. So it does distract people. But then again, what are people doing at the mall other than shopping? So get distracted, nerds. Let's see. Ooh, good question from Syndrak. What's my favorite song? Oh my gosh, there's so many. Oh, man, put me on the spot here. Man. Whew. Well, favorite song of all time. You know what? Let's do it this way. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna go to my Spotify top rated list from last year. See what we can find. Oh. Phone. Sniffly. I'm a little sniffly. I'm a sniffly little boy. Okay. What was my top song in 2023? Spotify. Oh, interesting. Huh. Well, that's a surprise. I completely forgot about that. Apparently, my top rated song, my most listened to song last year was Edging by Blink 182. Blink, another one of my favorite bands of all time. Edging was one of their newer songs that came out, like from their newest album called One More Time. It's their like second or third reunion now. I don't know, but I had the pleasure of seeing them live last year, thankfully. But also, excuse me. Also, that is a surprise. One of their newer songs is like one of my most listened to of all time. So, I guess we'll go with that. Edging by Blink 182. I don't know why. Let's see, John says, I've been into ventriloquism since I was about 12 or 13. Well, no kidding. So, what was your first puppet ever? What was your first marionette? Or, marionette? No, not marionette. Who was your first puppet? Let's go with that. Did they have a name? Did they have a character? Like, I'm curious I'm really interested in this because, like I said, I tried ventriloquism back in high school, and I'd like to get back into it at some point, but, I honestly respect the art, so more power to you. Let's see. AWA and UW AWA and UWU, says A. Johnson. Yes, we all know. And then all we need is the OWOs and so yeah. It's cute when you get your belly rub, Samson, says John. Okay, well here's the belly for all. Yes. Definitely the big fluffy marshmallow because people seem to like it. I don't know why, but actually I do know why. It's soft and fluffy. Who wouldn't like it? But yeah, yes. Let's see. Chase says, so you fall asleep to belly rubs too. Wonder what happened if I don't know if I should read that. Yeah. Chase, I'm gonna like leave that comment to how it is. The fact of the matter is, belly rubs do give off a good brain chemical. So it's like the same as when you get your back rubbed. It's like the same feeling. It's just relaxing. It just releases all of like the stress hormones, like the de-stressors, and it just makes you feel like, yes, give me more. So yeah, pro belly rubs. Here we are. Good boy. Sammy's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yes. Rawr. Squeakies. I'm trying to be very good. Rawr. Meow. Let's see. John says, been into all kinds of puppets back when I was younger. So my first puppet was Dexter, and the first dummy was Visitor. My first puppets I made were from library books. No kidding. So you made your own, John? That is fantastic. Wow. Okay, so here's a question. Out of all of those, which one was probably your most iconic? Not necessarily your favorite, but which one of yours did people like the most? Like, did you have one, or do you have one that people are like, oh my gosh, I love this one, and I'm a fan of him, and so on and so forth? Belly scratches, Magnus. Yes, belly scratches. That's what these are for. The claws. The claws are for the scritchies. Yes. Yay. Let's see. Tatiana says, ever heard of Amanda the Adventurer? I have, actually. It's one of those horror games. Yeah, that was I think that wasn't that indie. I think it was an indie horror game. If I haven't seen it on Steam, I've definitely seen it on like Game Jolt or like Itch.io or something like that. But yes, I have heard of that game. Syndrak says Blink 182. It's cool. I like alternative rock. Your favorite band is Coldplay. Okay, respect. Favorite songs are Head Full of Dreams and the Furry song by Curl the Raven. Let's go! Oh my gosh, somebody else knows it. Yes. Okay. Sorry. So, Curl the Raven made a song on the internet called The Furry Song. You can go look this up. It's actually, if you listen to it, it's like, huh, this is interesting. Because literally, it's just explaining the furry fandom in sing-song form. Now, that song came out in 2011, right? Oh, man. Oh, crap. It was like 2009. It was somewhere in the 2010s, I believe, that song came out. And I remember finding it when I was a young furry, and I was like, wow, that's something. But I listened to it a lot when I discovered the fandom. Like, yeah, this is the sound of the raven. Just watch it and listen up and say it's yep, furry song. Yeah, y'all can go look it up. It's a trip, but just realize that this is like early 2010s internet, so some of the comments may not be very, very, very likable, so just be aware of that. But also, yeah, that is an iconic piece of internet history. I miss that song to death. Wow, I can't believe somebody else knows that. Like, I haven't heard about that in years. Huh. Let's see. Shadow says wolves don't get rubs. They get head pats. They get, rub the head, just like, who's a good wolfie? Shadow, who's a good boy? He just rub his head, just be like, hey, you're so cute, look how cute he is, and just go from there. So I beg to differ, Shadow. Oh gosh, Azzy, you've been alright other than having allergic hives from amoxicillin. Oh dear, are you alright? You doing okay? I hope you're feeling better, because wow, that sucks. So you're, I'm not going to pry in your medical history, but I hope that whatever the reaction is, it can calm down, because that sucks. John says you've been into Pinocchio puppets all the time. Okay, so the original Pinocchio or like the Disney version? I'm just curious. Yes, Chase, I agree. They are very, very good pillows. I absolutely agree. Okay, where are we? It is, 9:02 p.m. Jeez, 9:02 p.m. We have been going for 2.5 hours now. My goodness, guys. Y'all are so lovely. Oh, that's a good question, Fishing Reel. Do you pour cereal first or milk first? Cereal, always. Because that way, if you need more milk, if you eat all the cereal, you still have milk. And you can add more cereal, and then you keep eating it until the milk is gone. So if you have milk first and you pour the cereal, then you just have like a bunch of floating stuff, and you just have like way too much milk, and you're like, well, I don't have enough cereal. So then again, I guess you could eat more cereal if you pour the milk first. Oh, logic. My brain. Oh no. Oh, it's gone. No. No, thoughts come back. Chimeran says, your sleep ASMR makes me so sleepy, like I'm enjoying my sleep while I hear your voice. Well, I'm glad, Chimeran. The only thing I don't like, which is the unfortunate necessary evil, which, I don't like it, but it has to be. YouTube does this thing called advertisements. And the unfortunate thing is, a lot of people who watch this channel, they listen to my ASMR while going to sleep, and they'll put it on their phone, like their mobile device, which is great. All for it. So mobile devices don't typically have ad blockers. So you get the ad in the beginning, and then you get an ad at the end, and then when you're falling asleep, or when you do sleep, then the advertisement just is so loud every time. You're just like, ugh, and then you're back. So yeah, I've gotten comments. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't control it. The only thing I can control is mid-roll. Like I can control when ads pop up during the video, but not before and after, unfortunately. So, I wish I could change that, but I cannot. Let's see. Syndrax says, the furry song has 3 official versions released, 2001, 04, and 09. Was the last one. He and the Dancing Dog, both Australian. Wait, he and Duke, that dancing dog, both Australian, were my first biggest furry influences. Yeah, Duke was definitely an influence for me as well. Like, his Good Time video from MFF, oh my gosh, like, man, I still watch that video to this day. It gets me all hyped up. But yeah, that is cool. I think I heard the 2009 version of the furry song, if I remember correctly. Yes, love to Australia. Love Australia. Gag says, what up? What kind of furry do you like? The one that I can cuddle. John Clapper says, also my most interesting puppet I think would be Dandy Dappern. Excuse me, because he can wave his arms kind of like one of the puppets from Paul Winsole. Okay. That sounds interesting. I like that name. Dandy Dappern. He's probably quite the dapper gentleman, if I do say so. Let's see. Yes, Chase. I've had similar dreams to that, yes. Have I ever heard of Zach Wolf? Which one, Tatiana? I'm curious. Logan says, I hope Barton Fox is planning on going to FC this year. If he is, I wonder if he'll let me have a hug. Oh yeah, Barton's a wonderful individual. I've met him many times at cons, and he's very sweet. If you ask for a hug, he will give you a hug. Very nice person. Every time I've interacted with him, he's just been absolutely wonderful. Alright, so it is 9:06 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So at this time, I'm going to ask if any of you have any parting questions or thoughts or anything like that, or any, I thought I just saw a light go off or something like that. Anyway, if any of you have any parting thoughts or questions or anything you'd like to share, now is the time to do it, because we'll be ending the stream very shortly. So get your messages in now. Let's see. Shadow says, if you pet Shadow, you'll see his tail and ears full back and whine lovingly. Aw, that's so sweet. Oh, I can't wait to experience that for myself. I'll just come up and just be like, Shadow, here we go. You ready for squitches? Meow. Yay. Oh my goodness, John. You have 127 puppets. The real story is you've made 1,000. Wow. So you're a craftsman in your own right. That is fantastic. I'll have to look up your work sometime if you have anything posted anywhere. Yes, Campion. I am hyped to see you too. Bunny, bunny, bunny. Yes. Just so you know, Campion, I will be getting there Friday night, and I will be there all day Saturday, so we'll have to plan something. Probably not, Andy. I probably wouldn't be able to do a surgery. Unless it was like a plushy surgery or something like really corny and toony, then yes, I would do a surgery video. But as far as like a serious like ASMR surgery video, probably not. Sauces. Have I seen Sean A. Foxy in your stream chats in the last month and a half? Definitely within the last month, Sauces. Yes, I have. I haven't really. I've kind of been slacking on Twitch streams lately, and I feel bad. But hopefully this coming Tuesday I can get back to it. But if I remember correctly, the last stream I saw Sean, so hope he's doing well. Yes, Shadow, you be a happy wolf. Yes. Mar. Tatiana says, Zach Wolf is a fursuiter who has Asperger's. He makes YouTube poops and also, or YTPs. He also goes to Anthrocon, dresses up as a wolf personas like the Big Bay Wolf and Zach Wolf. Oh, okay. Well, if I see him at Anthrocon, I'll be sure to say hi, and I'll tell him that you said hi as well. And also check out his content. Onan says, just gonna chime back in for a little bit. I hope you get a good night's rest when you do. Love you. Hope you see you another stream eventually IRL. Yes, Onan, I would love that. And yes, love you too. Thanks for being here, and I hope you sleep well just as much. Logan says, are any of your friends planning on going to FC with you? Yes. As a matter of fact, one of them, who is from Texas, yeah, he's the one who offered it to me. He was the one who was like, hey, if I go to FC next year, you want room space? I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I'll be talking to him about the plans for sure. Yes, I am, Liam. Yes. I've been a fan of SCP for, gosh, a long time. I could probably recite like 2 or 3 of my different favorite SCPs, but yes, I love SCP. The game, the original SCP Foundation game, like, freaks me out even to this day. Like, oh my gosh, that game is not only difficult, but it's scary. Whoa, yeah. I can't play it for more than like 2 hours. King says, I am going to see Monster Jam this month at MetLife Stadium. Oh, cool. Well, you have to let me know how it goes, King. I hope you have a great time. Yes, Campion. Oh, whoa? Yes. Oh, okay, Skip. Hi, Skip, by the way. Says, favorite fast food restaurant. Ooh. See, that's a tough one because I haven't eaten fast food recently. If you want to count like Sheets, you want to count Sheets? Those of you Easterners, like Northeasterners / Midwesterners, if you know what Sheets is, probably Sheets. But if I'm gonna go with like chain restaurant, I don't know. I probably have to go Arby's. I go to Arby's if I had to guess more than any other fast food chain. So probably Arby's. John says, before you end, Samson, I want to tell you the last time I went to Comic-Con, I got to meet CJ Graham from Friday the 13th. No kidding. I know somebody who'd be very jealous about that. And I got to meet C-3PO from, I think you mean Star Wars, and showed him my robot puppet. Wow. Well, what did he think? Yeah, CJ Graham. I have a really good friend of mine who is a huge fan of the Friday the 13th franchise, and I don't know if he's ever met CJ, but I'll have to let him know that you did. Tatiana, if you went to a convention and a bunch of furries were going to, stage a battle between the foxes and the wolves, what would you do? I'd ask where the cats are at because the cats would be winners. Aw, yes, Logan, thank you. Oh, D-Man, thanks for the stream. We had a great time joining and are looking forward to hanging at AC. Absolutely. I'm so looking forward to seeing you and Echo and all my friends, and I'm looking forward to just being there. Like, I love AC. I can go on about it for hours and hours, but I love AC. Cannot wait. Syndrax says, when you mentioned the MFF video from Duke, was the K-Sarah one, because I love that one. It's my favorite one along with the Furdu's We Own the Night. I know what you're talking about. The We Own the Night, I have seen that many times, but not the K-Sarah video, although that is good. I'm talking about the Good Time music video. You know, all the fursuiters, you know, whoa, whoa, oh, oh, oh. I used to know the dance. Da, 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 it's always a good time. Yeah, that one. Probably my favorite Duke video ever. Oh yeah, Shadow, Team Wawa. I've never had Wawa, but I imagine that it's it's gonna give Sheets a run for their money. I've heard mixed reviews about that. Let's see. King says this summer I might go to Hershey Park and Dorney Park. Well, hey, you'll have to let me know how those go. I've been through Hershey Park, but I've never been inside of it. Oh, okay. Bye, Johnson. Thanks for being here, and have a great night. John Clapper says, yes, Star Wars I meant. And he said, my, we almost look alike. I said, I call my robot J4C1. Wow. I can see where the inspiration came from directly. Shadow says, hey, wolves are the best. Yes, they are. I agree. Yes, Skip, yes. Sheets made to order. Can't go wrong with solid favorite. Yes. Sheets, meatball sub, and mozzarella sticks. All I'm saying. And some boom boom sauce. Yes. Tatiana says, which would you want to taste from Jack in the Box? A classic buttery Jack or the sourdough? Probably the sourdough. I like sourdough. It's nami good. Num num num. And Syndrax says, I only want to say that it was a great live stream, Samson. Loved it. Was absolutely worth to be here at the time. You have any socials to follow? Gotta go for now. See you soon. Yes, Syndrax. So and this is for any of you, by the way. Shameless plug. If you go down to the link in the description, you'll see a Linktree link that says Boot Me. It's right underneath the Boot Me section. You can find my Twitter, you can find my Blue Sky, you can find my Twitch channel, which I stream on weekly, or I should anyway. I got back into doing my podcast on a second channel. I have this channel, and I have TikTok. I have a Fur Affinity, which I don't really check. And yeah, so that's where you can find all my stuff. So feel free to go and click that, and you'll see all my socials. Pretty active on Twitter, so if you'd like to follow me there, feel free. Gag says, do you like being a furry? I love being a furry. One of the joys of my life. I'm so glad I found it when I did, and I don't see myself leaving anytime soon. John says, my robot my robot puppet can light up his face and also his red light eyes. Ooh, menacing. Oh my. Might have to see a picture of this thing. And you use small Christmas lights. Gotcha. That's pretty smart. Alright, and Chase says, it's been fun being here, Samson. Well, thank you. And thanks so much for giving me hope for finding Oz. I'll try my hardest to be brave and go up to A&E. I know you can do it, Chase. Hope you all have a good week and love ya. Oh, thank you, Chase. Love you too. And Shadow says, Wawa has great food. The burgers are so darn good. Yes. I have yet to try them, but I plan to very soon. Maybe if I go to Furrydelphia, I'll have to stop at Wawa. Okay, well, it is 9:16 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, friends. So you know what that means. It means we have come to the end of our stream. Oh, Sag. Well, this is usually the part where I get sappy, so I'm going to just leave it to you in a very nice and sullen way. Well, not sullen, but I'll say very nice and sweet way. Like the way that you would find sort of like an end to a movie. Think the end of Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay? Let's go with that. So, I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you for all the love and all the care and all of the absolutely beautiful comments and loves and likes and views and just everything that you've contributed to this channel in the past week alone, but also in the past, gosh, we're going on to 4 years of this channel being rebooted. It's hard to believe that it's been this long of just like returning to, you know, what I once loved. And I'm just so glad that you all love the new Samson. I'm really looking forward to making new ASMRs and content with him. He's honestly just a beautiful creation, and I want to thank Sarah Cat again for making him, for sending him to me and giving him all the love and care and like attention to detail that I could have ever asked for. So shout out to Sarah Cat. I can post it in the chat, her website, if you would like. As a matter of fact, I think I will do that right now, actually. See if I can... Oop, that's not right. So I'm going to plug Sarah once again because I believe it's worth the note. So to any of you who are looking for a fursuit or looking for or have a friend that is looking for a fursuit, you can head to this link right here. This is Sarah's website. I'm going to pin that for you. So feel free to go to their go to her website. She has some pre-mades that are on sale, which will help pay for her medical expenses. So please show her some love, support. Go follow her on Twitter and all of her socials. Tell her Samson sent you, and yeah, just check out her work. Anybody who's looking for a suit or is looking for a pre-made, feel free to check her out. She's an absolutely wonderful individual, beautiful soul, and just throughout this entire process has been an absolute rock star. So shout out to you, Sarah. We love you. And as always, I want to thank the donors, not the donors. I say donors, but this isn't a charity stream. But thank you to all of you who sent financial contribution in the stream. It really means the world to me. Like, the fact that you all think that this is worth paying for just means absolutely, it's just an amazing thing. I can't even form words. Like really, it's unnecessary, but I just want you to know that every dollar that you give goes back into making content better for all of you. So I really thank you for every single dollar, every down to the cent that you give, and I could never repay that. Like, it really means a lot to me that you take the time to do that and that you take the time to appreciate in that way. So I'm forever in your debt, literally, and I will continue to do what I do for your sake and for your entertainment, because I love you all so much. And in the same vein, I want to sign off the way I usually do. Remember the Latin phrase, Sic Parvis Magna, which means greatness from small beginnings. No matter where you came from, where you started, or where you began, just remember that it looks a lot different than it did, that it does now than it did back then. And realize that your journey is not over. Remember those that you were brought up with. Remember those who brought you up. Remember where you started compared to where you are now. Remember, your journey is not over. It's only the beginning. And what you do with it is up to you. But no matter how things may seem right now, it's not going to be the same. This too shall pass, and your tomorrow is not today, and your yesterday is also not today. In the same way, just remember, be you. Always be yourself. There's no one like you in this entire world. There has never been anyone like you in this entire world in history, and there will be no one like you in the future. And you can only do the things the way that you can, and nobody else can take that from you. Nobody else can do what you can do the way that you can. Don't let anybody ever tell you what you can and can't do, or what you're capable or incapable of, because only you can determine that, because you know that. And no matter what, be yourself. So until next time, I love you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And I will see you in the next stream, the next video, the next whatever I do. So love you all. Have a good night. Bye. Bye-bye.